I be going hard, try to stay right with me. Get into these bags, hard to keep up with me. Eating many bags and it's hard digesting. I be with your girl in my bag, she nesting. I be going hard, try to stay right with me. Get into these bags, hard to keep up with me. Eating many bags and it's hard digesting. I be with your girl in my bag, she nesting. I do this for the folks now. Batman gonna hold it down. Everybody shook out, only us holding out. Hitting up the bag, fam. Ayo, what up, Crypto Brown? We gonna be known all around. We hold the crown, can't stop it now. Spreading like a virus, it's that spiral town. We vibing on a different plane, a different round. What goes around comes back around. I be going hard, try to stay right with me. Get into these bags, hard to keep up with me. Eating many bags and it's hard digesting. I be with your girl in my bag, she nesting. I be going hard, try to stay right with me. Get into these bags, hard to keep up with me. Eating many bags and it's hard digesting. I be with your girl in my bag, she nesting.
12,000 up, man, that's not enough. I wanna stuff them bags in a Brinks truck. I'm going hard every day, trying to stack them up. Decepticon flow, boy, I'm trying to rack them up. Man, I'm in the cut, I'm just adding up. Transform your whole grind like Shia LaBeouf. Blockchain money, blockchain kings. Me and XRP bags, man, we run the scene.
I be going hard, try to stay right with me. Get into these bags, hard to keep up with me. Eating many bags and it's hard digesting. I be with your girl in my bag, she nesting. I be going hard, try to stay right with me. Get into these bags, hard to keep up with me. Eating many bags and it's hard digesting. I be with your girl in my bag, she nesting. Went from working like a slave, now I'm on the blockchain. When I sleep, I get them gains. Compounding, we lift the weights. Flip the switch, we on our way. Can't hold us down, blast in your face. Missed out on the transformation that held you back, we on the train. Still XRP up on my brain. Got bucket hats, we can make it rain. The army's the real commanders on the ship, we put you up on game. Big boy equals Bitcoin and I rep XRP in my name. A salute to you, Lieutenant XRP. I'll be blasting off this plane. Continue get into these bags, then we blast off, blast off, blast off, blast off, blast off. Bags with the plans, better back off, back off, back off. Continue get into these bags, then we blast off, blast off, blast off, blast off, blast off. Bags with the plans, better back off, back off, back off, back off. Continue get into these bags, then we blast off, blast off, blast off, blast off, blast off. Bags with the plans, better back off, back off.
Yeah, I'll be back, Pimps.
Don't be that guy.
Welcome to the boardroom with Zerk and Nerdy. Nerdy Zerk. Nerdy Zerk. Nerdy Zerk. Let's go.
Man, big man.
Castle Pick by Bagman in the background.
Bro,
Thank you,
just
sir.
imagine being that guy that some other guy was holding some zerks, and next you know he's with your bitch just like this, with your kids in his lap. Bro, damn.
Yeah, that's the ultimate. Fuck you.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?
Welcome to XRP Boardroom live community chat. We talk crypto, we talk red pill, we talk XRP, and you can join too. Me and Nerdy gonna run this. We're gonna hold it down tonight. What's up, pimp?
It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
You got the two craziest motherfuckers on the show right now. It's gonna be wild.
That's right. I don't give a fuck, bro.
There's no whole bars on this one. An hour.
Give zero fucks. Zero
unfiltered, unfuckery. Let's go.
That's right. And I got a collared shirt on too. What do you know about that?
You got a collared shirt on? Sir Nitro, you got the job. You are hired. God damn, you sexy beast. Let's go.
Yep. So what's up, everyone? Everybody's talking Zebec. They said every time someone says Zebec, take a shot.
I retired these.
It's a drinking game.
These are retired.
Shit.
The old ones, RIP. They're done.
RIP.
RIP. They're done. I got these new ones. Let's go. All blacked out.
Oh shit. New shades. New nerdy shades.
Yep. Look at it. It even matches the picture. Watch.
Show the picture.
I show you the picture. It matches the picture.
Show the picture.
Look.
Ooh.
Look. 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 It matches the picture. Isn't that cool? Look at it matches the picture. Look at it matches the old school picture. You see that? You see that? It matches the picture. Look at that.
That's fire, bro.
Look at that.
Fire.
Real deal. That's real deal Holyfield right there. That's old school shit. Let's go.
Moment of silence for the old nerdy shades.
All nerdy shades are dead. All right.
Congratulations to the new ones.
Someone called me Gramps when I was wearing them. I can't have that. That's a no-go.
That's a no-go.
Someone said they looked hella old. They said I look like an old grandfather with them on. So sorry.
Mousecap Mousecap knows we're very much imminent.
Yep.
Yep.
See, we take your feedback. We appreciate you guys. We listen. If something's whack, tell us it's whack. We love you.
Bro, Nerdy got me itching for IOTA.
You need some.
Yep.
But the question is where do you even get it? First figure that part out. Where do you even buy IOTA?
Didn't someone say Mexi?
Are you gonna go to Mexi to get Mexi?
No, bro. But Dahmer might. And there's no food dyes in the food.
When all this stuff pumps out of nowhere, people will be like, what about this coin? What about that coin? Well, they're all working together, stupid.
Bro, I'm not even gonna talk to people.
I'm gonna be like
I'm just gonna look at them.
I'm gonna be out like Bag Song. I'm gonna have a mistress.
Who fucking cares?
Yeah.
At that point, who fucking cares?
I'm gonna have a trophy wife just to have a trophy wife. I won't even care.
Jules at the bar with 3 neighbors.
He's at the bar with 3 neighbors?
Yeah.
I bet you they're all dudes.
This round's on Duel.
Sausage Fest.
Nathan Stevens, homemade rhubarb cake. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Hey, guess what?
What's up?
Bluminati's gonna be in Vegas.
Are you representing?
Bluminati in Vegas. Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
All day.
Shout out, Nerdy. Thank you, bro.
We're gonna be out there. I'll have some rub, some Uncle Buster's rub. Let me see if I can pull
What you
up.
know about that? What you know about that?
The Bluminati. Messing up.
Pull it back. Pull it back towards your body. It'll come in.
Is it gonna come in?
I'll maximize the screen.
Whoa. Nope.
Oh,
I don't want to come in. Why not? Oh, there it goes.
there it is. Boom.
Boom.
That's fire, bro. We are watching.
Sick, right?
Yeah.
Fucking sick. Real deal.
There it is. Ooh, there's the word again. Imminent. Fuck yeah. Let's go, fly Kiwi. You're the flyest of all Kiwis.
You know what's gonna be sick? It's gonna be Bluminati, Oogie Boogies, Sigma, and Bear together. The XRP ledger unites into one.
Unite. Power up. Let's go.
Let's go. Hopefully we get to see Vet. Hopefully we get to see Adam. Shout out to First Ledger. It's gonna be dope. We're gonna have a party.
Throw your bags up. Throw those bags up. Throw the bags up. Let's go, G-Stacks. Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
No more food dyes.
No more food.
Or
dyes.
vaccines for babies. Or entrails.
Bro.
Ooh-wee.
Baby gates. Let's open them.
Oh, open them up. Fuck yeah, do it, bro. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Here, I'll throw it in. Boop, 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 boop. Done. Come join us, guys, if you want to talk
We
shop.
did it at the same time. Does that make us twins?
It does. It does.
Look at the timestamp. It's the same time.
Boardroom twins.
We're boardies.
No holds barred. Nerd fest. Let's go.
Hell yeah. No holds bar. Let's go.
We're not ready. We're not ready. OG's not ready for the madness.
I'm excited. I'm hella excited. Because every time we go there, or we've been there, we're doing something. This time we're not doing nothing. We're just going there to have fun. So
yeah,
I'm pretty psyched.
It'll be fire, bro. It'll be nice.
Yeah.
Papa.
Go there and come back.
Buster got Papa duties. Yep. Buster's out today.
Yep.
So there you go. Trying to get to these comments. Get these guys figured out. Zerker sounding better a little bit. Yeah. I'm healing. I have a chronic laryngitis.
He got Dr. Seuss.
God knows why. Mouse Cop, what's up? Zebec. Is that your new girlfriend, Silver Days?
Zebec.
Perfect.
Zebec helped me come to Vegas.
Yeah. It's been doing some gains.
People make games.
No Buster, when the cat's away, the mice will play. Yep.
No.
Oh, shit. Nice haircut, nerdy.
You like
Ooh.
it? Like it? Trying something different. I'm trying to find my style. We'll see what happens. You know what I noticed? You want to know some really funny shit? All right. This is brutal honesty, funny time with Nerdy, okay? I watch a lot of comedy stuff because I just find that stuff entertaining rather than watching people do stupid stuff or doom scroll on the interwebs. But a lot of the comedy stuff that I watch is a lot of like Indian dudes, right? And a lot of their stuff is not funny because all of them do like the same crowd work stuff. But there's one time, I think it was Nimesh or was it Akash? One of them were doing a stand-up, and then it was Akash, and Akash was trying to. He was basically calling out who was from where, and then he called out a dude that was from India, and then he asked the crowd work, and he was like, "Do you know how I know?" And he asked the girl, and the girl said the hair, and it was the funniest shit ever because you can always tell with the hair because the hair it's always like anime, like super puffy type shit, and I found it really hilarious, but it also made me really self-conscious. So I was like, "Damn, never puffy hair." But yeah, that's
never puffy.
Yeah.
My only fear of death is coming back with no zerps.
Bro, can you imagine? Could you imagine?
Yeah. Missing this boat.
1,110 for a corn. Could you imagine when all those treasuries move in and all that stuff happens with RL?
Bro, a zerp. If a zerp was 2,000 a coin.
Bro. Can you imagine? It's gonna be nuts. I'm waiting for it. Forget all the FUD for a minute. Like, we all know what we're holding. We don't have to lie about it. We already know where this is going. It's not like it's hidden anymore. It's out in the open. People are talking about it on Fox News now, right? Like, it's like we know what it is, right? So the moment that it does happen, when the lights go down and this does happen, it's gonna be glorious. Because a lot of people that you try to inform about, they think you're nuts. But in reality, it's real deal Holyfield, and it's just gonna happen. Just like Zebec, like people didn't believe it, but we got in at, what was it, 001, 002, super low. It went up to 005. Right now it went back to 004. We made money off of it regardless. You know what I mean? Because it came in early. But it's gonna be the same thing with ZRP. It's gonna go up hella high and it's gonna come down a little bit. And people are like, well, you know, that, like, if you look at the haters, oh, it's not gonna pass 50 cents. It's chilling at $2 something right now, right? Oh, it's not gonna go past bubble. Yeah, it went up to like $2.80 and came back down. Oh, look at it, came back down. It's a shit coin. It's like the same. It's the same thing, right? It's like no matter how high it goes or how low it comes down, people are always hating just because they never got in to begin with. It's fucking hilarious.
Well, they're like, for some reason, like a lot of people are new. They got the new mentality, almost like Bitcoin maxi mentality. Bags had mentioned that. We were talking about that earlier, where people attack other coins. I used to do it when I was new, 2, 3, 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Now it's all coins are going to win. All boats are going to float. Doesn't matter what you got.
Yep. Bro, look at Energy Web. Energy Web was chilling at 60 cents. It's chilling like $1.80, $1.70 right now. It's usually like, I've seen it go up to like $3, $4. We're like, it went down to hella low. No one's talking about it, but everyone who makes gains off of it is just like, yeah. They're not boasting about it, but it happened.
Now Scott says you're going to be sitting there with his trophy wife. Like, I don't even like her. I just got her because.
Not, you know what? Nah. I'm gonna get someone with a really real ass personality, someone I really click with, and someone that people don't expect me to be with. And they'd be like, what is this? I'm be like, you don't even know. And just because, and it's because, think about it, you're gonna be spending money on that person. It doesn't even matter who it is, whoever's gonna be. Think about it. As a dude, you got you're like, you got hella money, right? You got Zerbs, you're stacked up. At that point in time, you're not really picky at that point. Or like looks don't matter. You just want someone to chill with. But you don't want some low IQ, pretty dumb bitch to kick it with. It's gonna be boring, right? Like, it's gonna be hella boring. But if you get someone that's hella funny and hella chill to hang out with, it's gonna have hella fun. It's either that or kick it with hella dudes. Right? Like, what's your options, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or kick it by yourself. But fuck.
Jeff Dahmer says, where is LEET? He just kind of checked out like maybe 5-6 months ago. He's been around, but he's still here.
People
he
check
just out. He took a break.
We've been at it for so long that people just check out and come back in after a few months. Even years.
It's a revolving door, dude.
Yeah.
Everybody comes and goes.
But it's not like, yeah, it's not a job for people who come on, but at the same time, we just do it out of the passion of just doing it, and because you guys like entertainment and we're just here. And all of a sudden you guys just became like a family type of ordeal where people just expect us to be on, so we're on. But yeah.
Thanks, Papa. Buster's doing some Papa duties.
But
here's the fucking link, you fucking idiots.
Yeah,
join the show.
We're gonna be talking.
We dropped that shit like 8 minutes ago. Here's another drop.
No one clicked it.
They just want to watch us. We're like a couple of Muppets.
Are we that entertaining?
I guess, dude. I guess we're a couple of Muppets.
I mean, I'll entertain you. I don't care.
We don't even have to talk. We can just make noise. Oh,
it's Papa. What's up, Papa?
See, it's those Missouri balls.
Papa got some big old hairy balls, bro.
Big balls.
Fuck yeah.
There he is. Can we hear you, Papa?
Can you hear me?
Hell yeah. Hey, Dr. Hellcat. Welcome back, brother. Beautiful.
Thanks, guys.
Look at the balls on these gentlemen. See the balls?
Big old fucking hairy balls.
That's what you don't have. You don't have their balls. Beautiful.
Let's go. Big sack energy. Let's make it happen.
Hi, I'm Steve. I'm a Zerpaholic.
I'm Steve. I'm a Zerpaholic. Let's go, Lizard King.
It's
Yep.
been 1 day since I bought XRP.
Nice.
Oh yeah, one day.
I'm back in the States.
Yeah,
after
you
a
are.
long
Look at
trip.
you.
I got a belly full of Mexico, if you know what I mean.
Hell yeah. You
They
look
told
older.
me you must learn to live in these shit.
Nice.
Did you tell him no thanks?
I said this, it's not necessary.
MiG 38. My personal opinion about Jake Claver pushing his shit so hard is that he's a businessman. They all are. The mainstream, bigger channels. Zach Rector,
my
Jake
God,
Claver.
Go into this.
Yeah, let's go into it. It's fucking,
No,
dude. It's
no.
the fucking,
You go.
dude. It's the elephant in the room.
I have a whole fucking spiel. I might make
Yeah.
some people mad, but
So,
I gotta.
I think-
have opinions.
I think Jake's a good guy, and I think he's been reserved up to this point. I think he just went fuck it because he knew we're imminent. So this is just my opinion, by the way. Jake's been reserved up to this point. He's gained notoriety. He's done it the right way. He's got a big ass channel now, but he's relatively new. Like for instance, this channel, this group, this show is older than Zach Rector. We're older than Jake Claver. We're old. We've been around way longer than they have, but we're not big because we're not pushing it. We're not marketers. We're literally just a group chat.
And they're all about the money. Money.
They're all about the money. So on Papa's point is that I think Jake's just he's seen an opportunity to be able to teach people about LLCs. And then, but what's fishy though, what I don't understand is that I think he's trying to hold ZERPs. So it feels like the buyback. So I don't know if you guys remember, but Vail Capital and the buyback and all that shit. That was a big deal and that got shut down because they wanted to be able to, custody XRP to be able to bring this and present it to Congress or whatever to be able to get a governmental buyback. And the entire community all at once, it was like, fuck you, you're not holding my ZERPs. So essentially Jake, I think, is doing that, but I don't know for sure. So please correct me or join the show if you want to talk about it, but that's my opinion. I don't think Jake means bad, but he's a businessman. So he's going to charge people. So at this point in the game,
I think that these guys that are making money, they see the niche, right? And they can say, well, the XRP community, the XRP army, whatever you want to call it, there's money to be made there. And so they're capitalizing on that momentum from the grassroots of the XRP army. And, it's like real rock and rollers don't like when a band sells out. You know what I'm saying? And so that's kind of the way I feel about them when I see them. I'm like, yeah, y'all took the money instead of
They're double dipping.
Yeah, just be real. And I don't know, with Zach,
They're good guys.
Rector, and these guys, it's their business, and I get it, but I don't know.
More power to them. More power to them.
Yeah.
yeah, shout out. I appreciate it. I just have laryngitis. So it's not,
All right.
I'm not sick. It's just my voice is gone and it sucks to strain, but the show must go on. So fuck you.
Super
All right.
true.
How about that?
Oh, you want my spiel? This is my spiel.
Lay it on us, Nerdy.
This is my spiel.
I'm going to sit and listen.
Okay, this is my spiel. Okay, it's an easy ass spiel. It's not to.
No, wait. All right,
It's
go
not-
ahead.
All right, it's not to offend anybody, anything like that. It's just me being real, okay? And me understanding how this shit works and just being honest with you guys, okay? It is this. You don't need a family office. You don't need Caleb and Brown. You don't need a custody provider. You don't need any of that stuff. You don't. What will be true about crypto will always be true about crypto. Not your keys, not your crypto. If you custody with something with someone, whether it's a bank, FDIC insured, family office, a holdings company, XYZ, whatever, I trust, it doesn't matter who it is, okay? I'm not trying to knock nobody. What all I'm saying is if you're gonna put your assets into someone else's hands and your assets all of a sudden disappear, they have insurance that's gonna cover their ass to a limited point. That doesn't mean you're getting all your money back. You're only gonna get some of your money back. And if you think giving someone else your money to have safety and insurance is a smart thing to do when you can just hold it yourself and know that you have access to it whenever the hell you want, no matter what. No contingencies, no filing something, no showing your ID, no nothing, how it's supposed to be. Then it makes sense, right? But if you go back into this, I think that these are stocks, and I think this is money, and I need someone to hold it like for me, like a Fidelity, or I need to do X, Y. No, you don't understand what the hell you're investing in, because it's not. Because you have, again, this is prime collateral. So that means, wouldn't it make more sense if you just held your crypto in your ledger or your Decent wallet or whatever your wallet you preferred, and just cold stake? Don't hot stake, meaning that you're not giving your assets to someone else. You just cold stake, earn yield on stable coins or whatever within your own wallet, and you just let it be. That to me makes way more sense than going with, because think about that. You're gonna get 7 to 8% to 9% with your ledger USDC within your wallet without worrying about any kind of bullshit, right? Compared to if you were to put it in a bank or someone else, and then that 10% is now half. Now you're only getting 5%, and the person you're staking with gets the other 5%. You know what I mean? Like, it makes no fucking sense for you to have the master collateral in your hand and then to give it to someone else to manage your own collateral for you, and for them to make gains off of your crypto that you're supposed to be making, only had you educated yourself to know how to use it. That's my spiel. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Gentlemen, you care to comment? You care to comment on Jake Claver's family office situation? Do you know about it?
I don't think he has bad intentions. I think he's a good guy, but
yeah,
you know, he is a businessman. He's doing it for business. Like I say, he's double dipping. He's making money off of ZRPs, and he's making money off of other people's ZRPs.
But like, the problem for me that really comes in, I don't care. People are gonna make business. People want to make money. Like, people sell information. They sell information, whatever the fuck that is, right? Like crypto. Like, I'm not knocking no one's business. However, people are making money, and you know, you buyers and sellers. There's people who people buy shit. There's people who sell shit. If you're one of those, that's just, it is the game that we're in. I'm not knocking anything, but you're taking advantage of people, which is kind of fucked up. And you're doing it knowingly what you're doing. Let's be honest here, right? Like, you're knowingly taking advantage of people, and you're trying to make a brand for yourself and say that you're an honest XYZ. But technically what you're doing is dishonest as fuck. Because if you wanted to do something honest, is what we're doing right now. It's letting people know you don't have to do none of that shit. You can just hold it yourself. And there's ways for you to manage your own crypto yourself, right? But if you're worried about losing your seed phrase or whatever, I mean, you have a screw, some washers, go get some little, you know, indent things from Harbor Freight and write your keys in some washers, and it's fireproof. Like, there's so many ways to do it where you don't really have to worry about shit.
Tramp stamp.
If you look at his clientele, it's the people that always look for help. The upper echelon, the rich guys. They always want somebody else to hold their hand.
Yeah, because they want someone to sue if shit goes bad.
Well, his initial customer base was, even though he's catering to the 50,000 bag holders and less, but his initial customer base was 500,000 XRP or and higher, which is big fucking whales. That's like, no disrespect to Jake Claver, but it's similar to the Uphold, Brad Garlinghouse, XRP Las Vegas, shoot for the stars instead of cater to the little guy. Charge $3,000 a ticket instead of $40. Well, $20.
That goes back to a bank, right? Where a bank says we will only hold this much of collateral because we've set up a business plan that we're going to loan out X amount and make money off of this amount. So we need this X amount of money to work with. It could be like that. It could not be like that, but who knows? But usually that's how banks work. Like, if you're going to earn interest on something, right? Like, it's usually how it works.
It's also like any other type of sales gig. If you believe you're providing a service and you're getting paid for that service, and people need the service, then you can justify that in your mind. If you believe in the product, right? A lot of times you get in trouble whenever you're dealing with somebody who's just trying to make the buck, and they don't care if the car they sell you is a piece of shit, right? The service that some of these people provide could be worth it if you're just the type of person that just wants to set it and forget it and not be actively involved in your own bag. But if just a little bit of education, anybody can see that that's really not the way to go.
Yeah, a salesman is a salesman, and a sale is a sale, right?
Well, NCOG goes, so Jake's company allows you to get in with 500K. They can't take profits from your account until it gets past $1 million. What I'm trying to figure out is whether or not you're fucking, because I haven't looked into this. I've just kind of heard about it and skimmed over it.
Yeah.
And what I'm trying to figure out is whether or not he's requiring you, the customer, to custody with him. Also, what's the difference between Jake's plan and just figuring out how to do an LLC in a family office yourself? That's a day's worth of work on the internet or with an attorney for a $200-$300 fee with an attorney, and then they sit down and they tell you what to do. You fill it all out, you file it, you wait a month, you're good. And you hold your own assets.
Yeah. In Montana, it's $49 to get an LLC. Already got one.
There you go. But
that's all you need, and then you need an offshore trust fund. That's it. You're good to go.
Isn't the whole point of self-custody is to self-custody? Like,
that's the key.
Isn't the whole point?
So if you guys in the comments know, is Jake requiring people to custody with him? Because that's a scam.
We should all be shopping for lawyers for sure.
You know what?
Yeah, go with an attorney. Get with an attorney, a fucking trust attorney, not a crypto attorney, because there is no such thing. It's a fucking unicorn. We know more than crypto attorneys, if there are any. But
there's a guy.
Not a scam. This is not a scam. This is in your hand and available at all times. You don't need to call your fucking family office or whatever, some bullshit. You just need to just
go so you custody your own shit, but you're gonna want to get that out of your house, though. You're not gonna want to hold, like Buster says, you're not gonna want to hold a fucking ledger in your safe in your fucking house where your kids sleep.
I think there may be value in his services if you look at the aspect of he knows rich people tricks, which yes, you can set up an LLC easily, and yes, you can talk to a lawyer, but
buy another one.
If you want to make a lot of connections fast and gain a knowledge of how because they buy like certain life insurance policies and they take loans. There's a lot of tricks I don't know. I could consider trying to figure them out myself, but in the moment of trying to deal with a bunch of money all at once and everything else and whether or not to quit work, I could see value in a service. Custody issues aside, I could see value in a service of rich people tricks.
But you know what the counter argument to that is, Miles?
Well said, Miles.
But no, Miles, you know what the counter argument to that is, bro? Is if you're so worried about all that stuff, why don't you just take your private seat and everything and go to a regular bank and put it in a deposit box?
Bank's not going to advise you on how to grow that wealth, though. They'll gladly hold it. But they're not going to have no tricks for you.
I know, but you're still going to have, you'll still have the opportunity to do trades and make money and do all that stuff. But if you're so worried about your seed phrase, go to a bank and put it in a deposit box. And if you ever need to recover your stuff, you can go recover it from the bank. It's the same kind of.
So for a fee for the tricks, the LLC, the office, the family office, and to custody with Anchorage, according to Cult member, that's Jake's plan, and he's taking a fee for it, which is cool. It's a product. It's a series of things sewn together, and it's a product, but it's not really. It's just tricks.
I wouldn't use it just for custody, but I would use it to learn things because I've kind of got involved in the LLC, and even just getting your crypto into the LLC, you've got to move it. You've got to document that move. There is certain things to make it more bulletproof, waterproof, whatever you want to think legally. If somebody comes against you personally, you're trying to use the LLC to protect it. To get it from your name to the LLC name, there is certain ways to do it that works better than others.
But you know what?
The LLC will not protect you. It will not protect your value. You have to get it to a offshore trust fund. There's a guy down in Miami, I can't think of his name. He sets them up in the Cook Islands and in Belize, where I'm going to Belize.
But crypto is not meant to just be held. It's meant to be earned, like collateral. So just holding on to it and just putting it somewhere, or putting it in someone else's hand, it makes no sense.
No, it's just
I think there's going to be other products that come available too as we grow in the space and as we go down the road here. There's going to be ways. There's going to be more opportunities to do maybe better or different things in that line. that's going to become available and present itself to you that you're going to want to take advantage of. So don't be first, don't be last. Just hold it. And even when it moons, you can take some profits into RLUSD, but don't do nothing until the market matures enough to where these things are commonplace. And then you're probably better off than being the first one out there.
All right.
Amen. Amen.
You know, where I see all the services really working out to is the individual who doesn't want to set up a business, who doesn't want to do anything, goes to Jake. The person who is very paranoid and just wants to keep their stuff to themselves and doesn't mind setting up a business and stuff, does what we're talking about. So it just comes down to the individual of what the individual really wants to do. Is the individual lazy, rather just take the easy way out and just do whatever and willing to deal with that risk, whatever it may be? Or is a person so paranoid and understand what they have that they just do their own thing?
Then there's Berserker and me that just want to retire and say the hell with it.
Right.
Well, here's the thing. I'll set up. I'll do the homework. I'll sit down. If I don't do the homework, I'll pay an attorney, a fucking trust attorney, to figure out the trusts and the LLCs and all that. And I'll do the basics and I'll get my shit where it needs to go or whatever. And then I'll sit tight. I'm good.
Like,
you know what I mean?
It makes sense. Okay, if you're a person who's holding crypto and plans to sell it, and plans to sell it when you reach large amounts and plans to withdraw large amounts at any moment given in time, then going with the Jake service makes sense, right? Because you have that option compared to holding it yourself and then having going through exchanges and you're going to pay a bigger fee. At that point, it doesn't make sense. So it depends what you want to do with your stuff, right? Like if you're the person who doesn't want no responsibility and you plan to just hold it and just wait to sell it when it goes to high amounts and you just plan to use it in that manner, then going with the Jake service makes 110% like sense.
Here's an example, Nerdy. I was in the construction world for a while, and there's kind of different types of builders. There's the builder that's on site swinging a hammer, and there's the guy in his truck that drives by and makes sure everybody else is chopping the wood. You know, so Claver might be good for the drive-by people. Just like, hey, want to call a guy? Yeah, my stuff's good. And I think there's value for that for certain people.
There is
certain people.
Yeah, 100%. You know, hey Jake, I need 100,000 from my Zebec. Can you send that to me real quick? Yeah, no problem. You know,
and he's going to charge you a convenience fee for that.
Whatever,
service.
but whatever. You know, you got your 99,000, whatever. You know what I mean? It's all good. He takes 1,000, but
right. If you don't mind paying for another set of hands, he might be a good set of hands.
Exactly.
All right. So on that note, it sounds like we've covered that question, and you know, good luck and best of wishes to Jake. That's good.
Yeah. Shout out to you, bro.
This is what I like about it though. All these bigger dick fucking accounts and YouTube channels, because they're doing moves like this, tells me that they know in their psyche that we're about to go. They know something's about to go down. So they want to get a front run on it. And that's what's happening. So before B of A offers the same shit.
It's going to happen, bro. Like, why would your bank not do it? Because what your bank's going to do is what we were talking about, is take your ZERPs, make $1 trillion off of it, and then say, hey, you can earn 2% off your ZERPs. Why they make hella money off their shit?
Yeah.
If you look at the numbers, I think we talked about it a couple weeks ago. If you look at the numbers now, XRP value is already thousands of dollars. Take the transactions you can do with it, find out what people are already paying for a transaction, cut it in half even. So right now, even if you just bring XRP's value to what people are already used to paying for, it's worth triple and quadruple digits already.
Are you a little Hellcat?
Everyone say hello to little Hellcat.
Baby Hellcat.
Hi.
Hi, baby Hellcat.
Yeah. Hi.
This is my little daughter, River Jean. She's 3. She loves watching green lines go straight up. She keeps asking me, "Where's the green lines? Where's the green lines?" But
we don't like red lines, do we?
We love red lines. We buy on red days. It's always good. But she's made out like a bandit with XRP. She's got a new trampoline. She's got a swing set. Mum crashed the car. She got a new car. We had to move. Paid all the moving costs.
Nice.
It's strange. Strange how that happens.
Last time I was on, I had my broken leg. I'm nearly ready to go back to work next week or the week after, I think. But when the best president in recorded history was elected, and my XRP went up 500%, everyone who I told to buy called, messaged, asked how much I made. They all wanted to get in because here in Australia, today XRP is like $3.70, Bitcoin's 170 grand, and we're making out like bandits here. But in Australia, this week on the news, on the propaganda news, they were pushing crypto for retirees that are getting into crypto because, you know, a dollar's worth 5 cents. So they're all jumping in, all the oldies are jumping in, and they were pushing self-custody. On the actual screen, they showed almost every crypto except XRP, which just proves to me that it's going to be the #1 coin across the world. And the only other thing is when you were in Australia, I missed out on coming to see you. You drove past my house when you went up to Mount Tambourine. I was spewing, and yeah, I love this show so much. We watch it all the time. It's on at 4 o'clock in the morning on Monday mornings here. So
Nice.
I'm usually at work before 4 a.m. So I'll get extra bullish hour, then coffee time, and then 2-3 days telling everyone. Then we got boardroom, and it's just the momentum is building to the imminent, the absolute imminent. The green line is going to go that high. It's going to break my phone.
I'm telling you. No one's gonna. It's gonna happen when people. I'm telling you, when the lights go out, because people still don't believe that we're gonna have a cyber attack, but it's gonna happen because that's how they all plan. That's how they all plan this or whatever is gonna happen. And whenever that happens, they're gonna blame it on China or Russia, or whoever they plan to blame it on. But whenever it goes out, all this stuff is gonna go to the freaking moon, and the light's gonna come back on, and our lives are gonna be set. And we're gonna be like, "I told you so."
Yeah.
You didn't listen.
Or Japan, they'll blame it on Japan. Crap.
They'll blame it on Japan or something. It doesn't even matter.
Didn't bag.
It's already.
Told you so.
Sorry,
It's already.
Go ahead.
It's already changed my life, my family's life, a heap of my friends' lives. They're all just doing better, just holding XRP. And just to reference back to the last topic about this guy having a product. I mean, here in Australia, I don't know the guy, but the more that's being held, the less there is for transactions. That number's going to pump, and you know, we're looking forward to it here. It's the positive in 2025. That's it. That's all there is. There's nothing else positive on earth more than XRP.
Hellcat, you know how I look at it? I look at it to the point where it's like, would you let someone hold a $1 trillion asset? If it's your $1 trillion asset, would you let someone else hold on to it? Hell no.
Papa, you had something?
What you got, Papa?
Nah, if it did, it slipped my mind. I will say, like he was talking about people getting in after the fact. I tried to, like our oldest boy, I tried to get him in last summer at 50 cents. I told him, I said, you'll remember this conversation one day. When he got to 280, he gave me a call, buy me some.
Exactly what Hellcat is talking about is exactly what's going to happen. And that's what people are not really getting. It's like all the money is held with elder generations, right? Because a lot of us below 50, 45 and whatever, we're broke. A lot of us are broke because a lot of the wealth went with you guys because all you guys had appreciating assets, right? Now the question is how do we get your money into our pockets? That's crypto. That's exactly how it's going to happen, right? Because what's going to happen is your money's going to come into crypto, that money's going to go up, we're going to spend it, and that's what's going to save the economy, and we're going to keep this machine going. and that's the way
You
they're
ain't
gonna.
getting mine, nerdy. You ain't getting mine. At
Gonna get it.
gunpoint.
I'm gonna get it.
If you've been listening, they talk about the bond markets right now and how the debt, U.S. debt's being sold off by other countries, which means the bonds are in the shit. So what they're going to do is they're going to continue on with this bond narrative. They're going to talk about the bonds, and then they're going to layer that on top of the commercial real estate, and it's a recipe for disaster. So we're going to go through some pain before we get on the other side of this.
But
It's going to be touch and go there for a lot of people.
the
They're
solution,
going to wish they had some crypto.
the solution is the better part, and that's what people are not seeing. The solution is Judy Sheldon's trust treasury bonds. I'll keep saying it over and over again. People do not see what's about to happen. Judy Sheldon's trust treasury bonds, and you paired with Basel IV with higher liquidity standards, so we don't ever go through this collapse ever again. T0 settlements, instant settlements, T plus 1, T plus 0, high value payments plus with Swift and all that stuff.
Yep.
Is liquidity. In a liquidity crisis, you need liquidity. So what does that mean? That means Judy Sheldon's trust treasury bonds turns stable coins into an asset that can be redeemable for gold. Because it's backed by treasuries, which are now has Judy Sheldon's trust treasury bond tied into it, which makes it redeemable for gold.
Where did all the bond money go? Everybody sold their bonds. Where'd it go? Tether?
They're gonna make it appealing, and we're gonna transition into a gold-backed system, a hybrid gold-backed system, which is debt and gold together. They're gonna work together via stablecoin, and it's gonna be that's how the dollar's gonna stay around. I'm telling you, the dollar's not going nowhere. They have to find a way how to make it better, how to make it more appealing. And
the conversation about U.S. debt at 33 or 34 trillion goes away forever. Nobody gives a crap.
No one cares.
Right.
The debt. So the number. Okay, check this. Okay, this is what people get wrong. They look at the number. They see the 34 trillion and they say, "Oh, we're in trouble." No, we're not in trouble. We printed that. You can't pay something back in the money that you printed in. That's stupid, right? That doesn't make no sense. The problem is the loss of purchasing power. The loss of purchasing power is directly related to loss of liquidity, because the liquidity was detached from the purchasing power, right? All you have to do is restore the purchasing power. You restore the purchasing power by putting back the gold, the liquidity back into it. That's why gold is a tier 1 asset. You do that through the debt, where you don't mess everything up. You're not going to restructure the whole global system. It's too far for that. All you do is bring liquidity back. That's literally all you do. And all of a sudden, everything is solved again. And how do you do that? Trust treasury bonds. Like, that's literally the answer. There's nothing else going to happen. And what does that do? That reevaluates everything. This is why I'm saying we're going to see 9K gold and $500 silver, because it's legit going to happen. And we're watching it happen. Bro, in 5 years, gold has doubled in 5 years. Compared to the last 5 years or 10 years before that, they didn't even do that.
Let me put this to rest. Todd Lang, he goes, Jake's calling for 3 to 4 digits this year via the RCT. Do you all think he has insider knowledge? He seems pretty darn confident in huge price increases. No, I think it's the most obvious thing on earth that we're about to moon.
Well, it goes back
4 decimal places.
Yeah, so it's dummy. It's very, very, very apparent that we're about to moon.
It literally
this many decimal places.
Todd, you're just listening to him because you're an echelon, and you need Jake to hold your hand. That's why.
It's literally gonna go. It's gonna happen the way that we broke it down, because there's no other way for it to happen. Like the economy is not some magic thing that some wild fantasy thing's gonna take place. There's only like 3 or 4 things that can take place. Like, there's only so many options that can, like, in reality happen. So when people are whatever, it's because, what are you gonna do in a liquidity crisis? I don't know. Bring back liquidity. Duh.
Well, and Jake says he's into XRP 100%. That's his whole bag. Well, of course he's gonna want bigger figures. Everybody does.
Yeah. So we're done with the Jake shit. I'm gonna move on. Lloyd, he goes, you think Ripple's gonna gobble up USDC? Apparently, fucking Circle's been publicly saying no, they're not selling, and they filed to go IPO. Doesn't mean they still can't be purchased, right? So next question.
they can hold a large share, right? Like majority share is also an option. I'm telling you, like IPOs, just because they go IPO doesn't mean they can't own shares. And that's the same shit I said about Ripple. If Ripple goes IPO.
So if a company IPOs and it's publicly traded and it wants to do a sale and they want to sell that company, it has to be approved from the SEC.
Yeah.
Right. So Circle is trying to IPO instead of selling pre-IPO.
As a defense to getting bought, they're going to have to get bought, and they're trying to not sell it. So if they IPO, that means the SEC has to approve it, and that's probably not going to happen with Ripple.
There's so many things, bro, that you're right. Like there's so many ways how this can go, right? But at the end of the day, it boils down to whatever has been figured out or agreed upon in the back rooms is going to happen regardless, no matter what clown show that gets displayed to us. Whatever has been agreed upon in the back room is going to happen. So I'm telling you,
it's a done deal already. They know.
Yeah.
Alex Cobbs with Ripple messaging Alex Cobbs and telling him to take down his announcement with the Bank of America stuff that Baggy puts out and always brings up is real deal Holyfield. That's something that should not be just taken lightly or just ignored. There's a reason why Bank of America and Ripple have such a close connection. There's a reason why SBI owns a good percentage of Ripple in the company. There's something strategic going on in the background that Ripple is going to be the de facto solution.
Why would it come up publicly if that wasn't the case? So I agree, Nerdy.
Yeah.
So on the last show, I asked the question, why, if the new system is going to be so beneficial for the banks, why are they fighting it so hard when they're going to get their pre-funded bank account money back? Why are they fighting? Why are they pushing so hard against?
I think it's a show. I think they know that they're going to get a piece of the action. So Papa just pushed on it.
I thought about it,
They're jockeying
and
for position.
what I
They're all
came
just
up
trying to get
with
a bigger
is the
slice.
pre-funded bank accounts is already their money. Like that's already, like I'm the bank and I have pre-funded bank accounts, and you're going to do something with the system to let me have my money. That's already my money back. What we got to do is worry about how I'm going to get some of your money. I already got my money. The pre-funded bank account's coming back. It's already mine. I wouldn't be surprised if they're already making loans against pre-funded bank accounts, right? So that way they're able to use the money that they're using for pre-funded shit. So that money is either going to get them in a bind because the loan is due, or they're saying to themselves, that's already my money. It's not a benefit to me to get that money back. It's already mine. So they're probably going to say, how can I get my foot in the door to make more money off of the new system? So there's lots of different ways that can roll out.
But it comes to like liability, right? It's like a certain government body or a certain whatever does not want to take responsible for anything because no one wants to be responsible for nothing. So that's why we wait on catalyst to happen, because it's basically like a green pass to do whatever the hell you want, right? So they're probably most likely, what it seems like is that they because Jerome's not dropping the interest rates, nor is he raising the interest rates. He's basically just holding the whole thing afloat by keeping everything paused the way where it's at. So technically, they're probably just waiting for all this Japan stuff to happen, which is already happening. Let it play out, and then they have some kind of, catalyst or something to blame on. Then all of a sudden, boop, 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 executive order. All of a sudden, everything goes through. Because look at happened at Trump's first term. A lot of executive orders were passed that everyone just forgot about, but had a lot of things to do with the future. You get what I'm saying? So
the flying cars, the fucking freedom cities.
A lot of stuff was passed that everyone just forgot about, that it has nothing to do with right now, but has everything to do in the future.
So let me answer Jeffrey Dahmer. I would say 4 to 5% is the bare minimum that the semi-substantial crypto heads are going to require. Preferably more. Let's hope it's 8%, 10%. So there you go.
Yeah, you look at those executive orders he passed, a lot of them, and Biden never rescinded them. Matter of fact, he re-upped them.
Yep. A lot of, literally all of Trump's first term, Biden came in and extended all of his first term. Legit.
He was Trump's second term.
He was Trump's seven, bro. Literally just extended all his shit, and then Trump came in and basically extended a lot of his shit. And the bill that he has is basically adding another 33 trillion on debt. Well, that goes to show is that, hey, if they added 33 trillion of debt between 2020 and 2025, and the effect was gold going from $1,200 to $3,300, so if they add another 33 on top to that, that means that gold will probably go to $6,000. You know what I mean? $6,200. So it's like,
but
Yeah.
nerdy.
There's a reason why people are bullish on gold, because they see at the end of the day, no matter which way you go, gold goes up, precious metals go up. This is where we are right now.
Hey, Nerdy, you should hear listen to this figure I saw on May 14th, 2 weeks ago, silver at the CME. They passed paper silver, 57,400,000 ounces in 1 hour.
Wow. Those are just
What's that do for the
contracts.
price?
Yeah.
Who's buying all that?
Nobody.
It's just paper.
Is it even there? It's not even
It's
there.
just to keep the price down, and even that is still up at 33. They didn't put a dent in it.
Okay. It's
So
because
like that paper goes into ETFs, it goes into 401ks, it goes into Edward Jones and Fidelity and all those kind of retirement accounts.
but you're not putting in consideration Basel IV. That's the thing I keep bringing up. Basel IV requires all of that shit to be audited for it to be true. So if there's not that much, if they have over paper and not enough physical, the over paper is gone. It matches.
Yeah. I thought
Everything
Basel
left out.
it's got to be hard money. It can't be paper at all.
Watch this shit. We're at what, Papa? What are we at right now? 101, 109 to 1 or some bullshit like that.
I think we're down a little because gold came down a little, so we're down a little bit. It's still up there crazy.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's supposed to be 15 to 1.
Or 7.
No, it's supposed to be 15, and then it's and the goal to mining is 9 to 1. So basically, we've literally mined all the silver as we possibly could. It's gonna come to the point that we basically ran out of silver because we mined all of it because it was so cheap to mine. Then what happens to the price of silver? It freaking skyrockets, right? Because all of it is paper.
They say that silver will be the first element on the periodic table to go extinct. It never will, but that's how little there is.
Hell yeah,
Let's fucking go.
bro. Think about it.
I've been waiting since 2008. I've been waiting. Let's go.
Okay, so sorry. Here's some questions. Nerdy, finish your thought. My bad.
No, people who got in at gold and silver at 2019, 2020 already doubled their money. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead.
Jeffrey Dahmer, opinions, please. If you had to buy one or the other, Algo or IOTA, go.
Both.
Algo.
How do you get IOTA?
That's a good question. So get Algo.
Yeah, I got some algorithm, but
around. It's not easy.
IOTA's fired. IOTA, bro. It's fucking European Unions. That's their choice.
I ain't buying either one of them fucking turds.
IOTA has all of Europe's digital identity.
Bro, all boats float.
All their IoT stuff. Literally all that stuff. IOTA's gonna be crazy.
So there you go. Next
so
question.
Algo's gonna be fired too.
Next question. Larry, what do you guys think about setting up a multi-sig wallet in the Decent wallet and the Safe network?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yes.
There you go. Doesn't hurt.
If you're
Next question.
Larry, if you're scared about losing your wallet and someone kidnapping you and telling you to give up your funds, get a multi-sig wallet. Do the multi-sig, and then if they try to capture the person that you multi-sigged with, then you're screwed. But if not, then you're good. You can recover your stuff.
Do me a favor for the retards in the back of the class. What's a multi-sig wallet, Nerdy?
You have one signature, which is your signature, but you need two signatures, which is multi-signature. So imagine you swiping a thing and then someone else swiping a transaction, because to swipe a transaction, to sign a transaction. So you have multiple signing, you have multiple people that sign. So you have a multi-sig wallet.
Hey, Berserker, I don't mind. I don't appreciate you talking about me that way.
What did I call you? Oh,
The nerd
fucking
in the back.
retard. You're right up front, though. You're not in the back, so it's not you. Notice how I didn't revoke the retard status.
Yeah, good thing.
Good thing.
Yeah, my wife would straighten you out on that.
She hit me over the head with a frying pan.
Oh,
I just want to be the
ask
one
you-
waving out of the back of the bus.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to ask you guys, what part of California are you from? She came from San Fernando Valley.
That's bullshit. She's from bullshit land.
Oh, yeah?
She'll really hit me over the head now with a frying pan.
No, she said to ask where you guys are, where you live.
I know. I'm making a joke about San Fernando Valley. We're NorCal, but we're the good NorCal. We're not San Fran.
We're in the mountains.
So there's the Bay, which is not. It's technically Northern California, but it's the fucking Bay. It's another animal.
All
There's
liberal.
SoCal, which is
More liberal.
San Fernando, San Diego, LA, all that shit.
Worst.
Then there's NorCal, which is where we're from, which is the woods,
The good part
farmland, the woods, the foothills, the
Bigfoot.
mountains.
is the red part of California.
She's far from liberal. She's conservative as they get, but she
Yeah.
left there. The North Ridge got her to Montana.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
the coast.
California, just so you know, California has
Yeah.
always been conservative.
Yeah.
It's always been a military state. So we're on we're the fucking beach. So we've already been every major city that was established, especially on the beach, San Francisco, LA, San Diego, they've always been massive fucking military compounds
Yeah.
to protect the coast. So
Yeah.
California's a fucking military state.
Pretty much.
So amen. But
She moved
us
back
Northern
there in
Californians,
74.
us Northern Californians, we don't. It's like North and South Korea. It don't mix. It's like oil and water.
But
Why
if
do
it's
they call
sort
it
of east-
Sacramento?
Oh, look.
Because of the
Belly, what's up, Belly?
the Spaniards going through California back in the day, they created all the missions. So San Fernando, San Francisco, Sacramento. Sacramento was named after the river. It was a sacrament. It was literally like a fucking Catholic
Offering.
priest offering thing. So that
Yeah.
it was named. It was Spanish missionaries naming the town. Hello and goodbye, Ellie. So yeah, but no, yeah, that's good, and it's good to hear that your wife is very conservative because that's original Californians. Liberals are made up bullshit.
No, she
They
moved there in
infiltrated.
74.
Yeah.
Back when it was long ago.
She's old. That's old school California.
Yeah. All the
Same with
liberal-
my family and a lot of other people's families.
all the liberals
school.
now are like the Pelosi and Maxine Water and Gavin liberals, the Harris liberals.
God knows where they come
That's
from.
like
I think
that's like deep,
they're
deep,
created
deep
by the
swamp.
TV. Liberals
Yeah,
are created.
that's like Hollywood, you know,
Yeah.
just you know, like
Yeah.
same gender bathroom type stuff.
Well,
Disgusting.
you have the same thing here in Montana. I mean, everybody thinks Montana is just rustic cowboy rule. You know, everybody's the same. You go
Yeah.
to your college towns in Bozeman and Missoula, they're liberal as hell. You can't stand them.
It's a cancer. Eventually it'll go away because I believe in America and I love America and I love the American people. And I believe that we don't like any kind of communist bullshit. And that's pretty communist. And I think that we're going to combat it. So I'm not really worried about it. It's already
Feel
happened.
sorry for me stuck here in Australia, the communist
Yeah,
country.
you're fucked. You're 100%
We're fucked here, mate.
100% fucked.
No First Amendment, no Second Amendment. We're
I'd
fucked.
rather be in Australia than fucking UK, though. I'll tell you that.
Oh,
Did you
yeah,
hear the
yeah.
entire world contracted with the WEF except for the United States? Did you hear about that shit?
Fuck Klaus. That's why.
The entire world.
But you know
is-
what's gonna be funny is when the WEF turns the kangaroos gay, just like they turn the frogs gay. That's gonna be hilarious. You're gonna have little fancy kangaroos jumping around
with their tail forward.
with their tail forward instead of their tail back.
NCOG, I haven't heard of ooey yet. Ooey. Ooey.
That's just hilarious.
Australia taught us a good lesson, though. They taught us to never give our guns up.
Yep, that sure did. We're never doing that.
Mate, we can't do anything here. They even have a coercion law now where if you coerce your partner, it's a crime.
That's weird.
Coercive control, it's called.
Yeah, it's
We're
like
fucked.
rape. They're just blaming rape on every man.
And
What if a woman
But
does it?
it's not. It doesn't even have to be sexual. Just it can be, using ultimatums.
no,
An
it's just
ultimatum your missus is a crime now.
no, that's just feminist bullshit. That's because women, those are the women who rather.
How do
go
you
to
even get
work
dinner?
than man.
You
Yeah, that's some
motherfuckers are gonna
garbage.
starve.
Yeah.
No, that's some bullshit. That's some court order.
Oh, we still got the. Oh, I'm
Loophole.
sorry. Pardon my language. I didn't know the
Hellcat.
baby was still around.
You know what that
I couldn't
means?
say-
That means
My
you
bad.
need to, that means you need to stay the hell away from Australia and anything to do with Australia, because as soon as you get anywhere near Australia, imagine some Australian woman just using that against you, and then your whole life is just screwed up because
Yeah, I mean, how you even gonna? How does that even work? I mean, how do you
that's
even
horrible.
get? How do you even like? So your old lady says, "I'm gonna bring you up on charges of coercion." Okay, so
That's too
if
much
you don't
power.
leave me, I'm gonna sue you. How is that? How do you even manage that?
It's
You
guilty
don't.
before proven innocent.
Exactly, you're screwed.
It's backwards. Yeah.
Yeah, you're done. You're done.
I want to
Steve.
hit. I want to
Well,
hit
yeah.
on this. Hold on. I want to hit on this. Bishop. Someone earlier talked about banks. The banks are worried about this and that. No. Bishop states, he goes, banks are not fighting against XRP of the new system. Bank of America has filed at least one patent explicitly referencing Ripple's distributed ledger technology.
Exactly. Boom.
And he goes on, notably U.S. patent application US 201-901-720-59A1, titled Real-Time Net Settlement by Distributed Ledger System, includes a diagram labeled Pre-Funded Ripple Settlement Scheme. So it's all underneath our noses.
It's all pre-done.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's what the general population doesn't believe. They can read a patent all day long, but whatever the talking heads tell them, that Ripple's bad, Ripple's a scam. It's a psyop because they're masters at psychology. They don't want us to get rich, period. So
It's gonna be
they're
making-
mind fucking us into not trusting crypto until it's too late. And it's about to be too late.
You know the psychology behind that is like, if your sibling tells you something, you don't believe it, but if your friend told you something, you believe it.
Yep. It's anonymity. It's the same reason why AA works. You don't
Yeah.
trust your fucking brother or your loved one. You trust some stranger in a fucking
Stranger.
AA meeting. It's anonymity. It's the magic of anonymity.
That goes to monkey and potatoes.
That's
though.
why. That's part of the reason why this show works.
Yeah. Monkey and
Anonymity.
monkey and potatoes.
Monkey potato.
You only do something. People want to do something because everyone wants to be cool.
Yeah.
So if he does it, then I can do it. Stupid.
Beautiful. Zebec. We just said Zebec just because you guys wanted us to talk about it. Zebec.
Should we
But-
talk about it?
Back.
We
You can talk about it. I don't know. I don't give a
So
fuck.
there was someone found something on Reddit, I guess, where the people were scammers or they're rugged or they have tendencies to be scammers or something. Whatever it is.
Why the campaign? Why the FUD against Zebec?
Why?
Why?
Know, and it comes down to this: if Uphold's gonna list Trump coin and Trump coin's gonna rug, and they list Zebec, and the people think Zebec's gonna rug, and Uphold doesn't really care about what coins they list; they just want the volume. Where does that leave us? Does that leave us as fools, or does that leave us as someone that's gonna take advantage and make some money? Because I made some money. So, is it a scam? Who knows? All we do know is that they have a lot of partnerships, and they had an interview, and their plan sounds pretty solid. They're all going to go after, payroll and stuff. At the end of the day,
And it's less than half a penny.
speculation. Well, everything's speculation. So, well,
They've got too many irons in the fire for it to be a scam. Too many irons in there.
I mean,
0045.
if you bought it at 001, 002, you're still up. 0045 is not even a dip. We went all the way up to 005, so you still made money. So I don't see why people are complaining.
Well, it's one of those things where what's the difference between this, SHX, Velo, XCN, they're all the same. Why the bigger FUD campaign on Zebec now?
I just think
Maybe-
people are mad because they didn't make money, and people
Yeah.
don't like missing pumps.
It's got a larger community. The XRP Army backed Zebec, so thumbs down.
There's too much emotions. People get too emotional with this stuff. You want to make some money or not?
Dalian's got a legit question. Does anybody know if you get paid in the Zebec from staking? If you lock it up for what? It's APY, so annual percentage.
Yeah.
APY. If you lock it up for 1 month, it's 8%. You lock it up for 4 months, it's like 17% or 14%, but it's APY. So if you lock it up for 4 months, that's 1/3 of the year. So you're not getting 14%, you're getting 5%. And you get paid when your lockup ends. So 5% of whatever you locked up at the end of 4 months, that you get paid when you cut it off. So there's your answer. Apex, shut the fuck up. Join the show. I personally cannot vouch of any. I've never had to contact one before. I don't know what you're saying. You seem drunk. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to post a link in the chat so you guys can join us.
The peak of drunkenness.
Hit the link. Explain yourself.
Yeah, explain yourself. Lower level goes multi-sig is minimum 2 separate signatures to make a transaction. There you go. So, but if you're at gunpoint on your knees in your home and your spouse is in another country, that motherfucker's going to get impatient.
Yeah.
So hide your shit somewhere else.
Or you could just not be stupid and tell everyone that what you're doing with your life.
Yeah, well, we do. We're on here.
Yeah, but
Can take it off?
Yep.
Or you could be a ghost.
Time heals all wounds. Ryan Zapps, salute. Best live show on YouTube. Hope everyone is in good spirits. Thank you, Ryan Zapps. You as well, sir. You as well. Yeah, there's no Central Coast and all that shit. No, it's Northern Southern California. The shit on the fucking in the middle, like Carmel and fucking
that's all farm.
Yeah, Marin County. That's fucking Bay Area, dude. It's all the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck your Central Coast bullshit. You're obviously not from California.
Yeah,
But it is the land of milk and honey for sure.
There's
We
only
have the best weather.
There's only 3 blocks. Is one block, bottom block, and top block. That's it.
Yeah. SoCal's where people are openly racist against white people in the name of inclusion. Yeah, because they've allowed it. Yeah, they've allowed it to become rampant.
Bro,
You
isn't
know?
that weird? Isn't that the
It's
weirdest thing
fucking
ever?
gnarly, dude. Well, the white boys from SoCal are no joke. White boys will whoop your ass just like a black dude. Like SoCal dudes, I gotta admit, they're tough as nails.
It's so weird.
Yeah, they don't fuck around. They don't give a shit. But
Bro,
yeah,
imagine-
Cali's another animal, bro. We don't give a fuck.
Imagine a white lady calling you a colonizer when you got the same skin color. It's fucking stupid.
Dude, fucking idiots. Yeah.
You're a white male. You're a menace to society. You colonizer. It's like,
Yeah,
what the
Marcus, did they create the missions? Yeah, the Spaniards came up here through before all the Mexican
This
shit
was
and
all
all
Mexico.
that.
Most of it
Well,
was
it was in Native American, but the Spaniards came up through, made all the missions, and that's, I guess people could say that's part of Mexico, or
Yeah,
was. Well, California was once owned by Mexico, and then we bought it or took it or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Just don't come
it's
to
still
Montana
Mexico.
and mess with some of these cowboys. These
We're pretty much
generational
Mexican.
cowboys, they'll break you in half.
Yeah.
They're tough.
Not in a good way either.
Cali's straight up Mexico, but it's always
is.
been Mexico. So
Spanish is our second language. It literally is.
straight up.
I'm not even playing. I'm
Yeah,
being honest.
if you don't even want to learn another language, it don't matter.
It
You're
don't
gonna
even-
learn it.
Yeah.
You're gonna learn it somehow.
And you know what people say? People talk shit about California, but you know what? People are hella nice. Yeah, there's some dickheads, but most people, if you go anywhere in the state, they're hella nice. Everyone's hella welcoming. Wanna know why? Because they live in California. Because it's hella fucking nice.
I
You
just
go
can't
anywhere
stop
else?
thinking about the turn signal girl. Turn signal.
What the hell is that?
What is that?
That's where they made that metal music from that girl freaking out about somebody not giving a turn signal. So they made it. They put her screaming to metal. You know, I don't know. It's crazy.
I got sauce for you coming up. Hold on.
I smell scare event. Who knows?
You know, like the chick in the front.
I think you're right, Chevy. No, scare event is the fucking cyber attack.
Japan's
That's
already
what
collapsed.
Chevy's talking about that, bro.
Yeah, Japan already is going down already. It's already happening. The dominoes are already falling. Just wait. It's already happening.
But that's what Chevy's saying. He's backing up what you're saying. So
hi, Chevy.
Here we go.
Chevy's the coolest. That's the bitch right there.
Oh, this. Yeah, that's your Karen. 100% either Bay Area or LA.
Yeah, definitely SoCal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that girl needs meds.
No, that's not SoCal. That's Bay Area, bro.
That's Bay Area for sure. You can tell the SoCal. The Bay
The
Area
little one likes it.
Bro, the Bay Area ones kind of remind me of the ones from New York. They're kind of the same. They're both on the same level of weird. Just crazy. But the LA ones are kind of like, they're really like self-titled. Like they're like a main character syndrome, and you can really tell.
Larry. Larry says, just thinking with a multi-sig, would that not make you quantum safe? Fuck the quantum safe. Quantum safe is where you fucking change the family seed. You fucking you have a no send wallet where you don't send out of it. You just deposit.
Oh, but to answer Larry's question, the answer is yes.
Yeah. Yes, it's not quantum safe.
Yes. No, yes,
Is it?
It is quantum safe if you do that.
Okay.
The
Well,
answer
then
is yes.
maybe I'm fucking wrong. Because all I know about quantum safe, you have a no send and then you have to like turn off the family seed. That's a quantum safe. According to Schwartz.
Okay, so how security works is that security is basically a bunch of fences. Everything is pretty much open, and the security just puts a fence. So it depends on how many fences you put in a way for something to happen. The more fences you have in the way, the more computing power that it takes. So if you have something that's going to be quantum whatever in 5 to 10 years, and you have a lot of fences in the way, that take way much longer than 5 to 10 years to hack it. So the more fences, the better. I don't know if that makes sense, but I hope that helps.
Beautiful.
Seriously though, don't you plan on being out of this in 5 or 10 years?
Hell no.
Bro, we're out of this year, dude.
Hell no. I'm in.
What do you mean out of this? Like sold or like?
I'm in for life. I'm building something. The stuff that I'm building, I
think he means debt slave system. Like we're gonna move. In 5 to 10 years.
If we
right?
move,
What do you mean, Lizard King? What the fuck do you mean?
So I meant to move your assets off into physical assets, buy buildings, houses, real estate. Just move it out of the
that'll naturally happen 5 to 10 years. But I think there's going to be a forever bag that all of us hold.
They're going to stay digital for a very long time.
Yeah, very long time. So
Lizard, brother.
We're going to have a wallet with X amount in it that we'll never touch.
We're in the 1920s. It'd be retarded to sell in the 1920s when you know that the 60s, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, and the 60s are up ahead. It makes no sense. When we get to the 60s, I'll sell because the 60s were the prime, right? So I'm gonna wait 10 years, 15 years. By that time, we should be good. By that time,
I think Lizard's right though. Sorry, go ahead, Papa.
I said I'll be pushing up daisies by then.
Papa will be gone, bro. He needs to do it now.
Everyone has their own thing. People are gonna sell whatever, but I still have like 60 years of my life ahead of me.
Yeah, you got a minute.
You know what I mean?
But Lizard's right though. I think it's gonna be it's gonna be an organic thing that we go into tangible assets, i.e., real estate, precious metals, fucking corporations, whatever. It'll just happen naturally.
No, gold bag. I have a silver bag right now. So I have a legit silver bag. I want a gold bag like that with little gold with Canadian maple leaves.
We got
the quarter ounce
Canadian maple leaf.
Or maybe even an ounces of Canadian maple leaves in this bag, and me be able to do that with gold would be amazing.
We got Dalian on deck, and Miles hasn't said a fucking word. What's up, Miles?
What's up, Miles?
How are we, people?
How can I compare to such greatness?
Don't patronize me, you shit, you little shit. Yeah.
All right, then.
You colonizer. How dare you?
If I was a colonizer, my family blew all the money. We ain't got no money. My family blew it all.
Bro, I wish I had some money.
Let's go.
I wish I had all my land. Fiji,
Yeah, that's a funny
colonizers. We lost it all.
I have
like-
10 acres in Fiji.
It's like Theo Vaughn. It's like, what did we steal from you? I'm just as poor as you. I live with you. I live in the poor with you. Yeah. Grow up poor, bro. White as fuck. It don't matter.
Anybody who wants to get into all that stuff can go back in history, and there was, they were shipping over Irish for slaves, debt slavery. I mean, every color's been.
Everybody
slaves
was
here.
a slave at some
We're all
point.
the same, bro. That's the thing.
We're all the
The
same.
fucking psyop is race.
Yeah.
That's the psyop.
Well, the psyop is, XYZ did XYZ to XY. It was like, no, bro, it's been a business for a minute. All this has been a business. Why do you think it happened in the first place? So there's buyers and sellers. That's stupid.
Yeah.
I think the psyop
I'm gonna
is
get
the
to these
fact that everyone
comments.
doesn't recognize that we're slaves right now.
We're more slavey
Have
today
been-
than
have
we
been
were
since you were
we were
born.
back then. Think
Have-
about it.
Have been since you were born.
You wake up every day looking at this stupid thing. You live by this stupid thing. The stupid things controls your it controls your emotion. It controls your life. It controls your vibration. It controls your spectrum.
Yep.
Controls your perspective of life. It makes you, breaks you, makes you money, makes you lose money, has your identity, has your finance. Everything is tied to this fucking thing. How is that not slavery?
Oh, it's going to get worse. It's gonna get
Mark of the
worse.
beast.
I'm just saying.
Not for us though.
Is it
Well,
convenience?
The digital tracking, well, it won't matter how much money you have. I mean, you're going to be tracked. You're going to know everything you do if you do it online.
Well, the
Everything's
convenience
going
is,
to be a face scan. It's going to be a face scan to go to Amazon.
well, the convenience is, do you prefer an iron chain or a plastic chain or a cloth chain? Which is your preference? You still get a chain, but
The illusion of choice. So
Right.
Joe Buddy,
whatever's
Joe
most
Buddy,
comfortable.
fearful
I'll take the
Joe
gilded
Buddy,
cage,
angry
yeah,
Joe
you know.
Buddy.
Give me the nice
Angry,
padded
fearful.
cage.
Sorry, go ahead, Miles.
I say, yeah, I'll take the nice padded cage with the good food and the clean water and the
Oh, the loony bin one? That's the asylum one? We're in the straight jacket
That's me.
padded.
Slavery with comfort.
with the
We got
mattress
Joe
ball.
Buddy. He was fearful. He was angry, talking shit about Zebec last show. He's talking shit about Buster, talking about Zebec last show. He goes, that's why, all in caps, that's why you have to take profits. This bull run, we just don't know if blockchains get hacked. Don't be that guy. Take profits. Of course, motherfucker, but lick your ice cream. Like, we're not
Yeah.
selling our entire fucking bags. We're not selling 50% because we're scared blockchains aren't going to make it. Motherfucker, blockchain, literally, Nerdy just talked about how blockchain and this tech is going to literally take over the next 100 years.
Taking profit into what? Taking profit into fiat's a losing game. I mean,
Yeah, you're just what you're going to
Fiat's
do is
not
you're going to
gonna
buy yourself tangible assets that way you're secure on a slow drip. But I'm not selling half my bag. I'm not selling 3/4 of my bag. I'm not doing that. That's crazy.
I feel a
That
little
shit is-
iffy
Profit.
tip.
This is the very
Take the
beginning of the
profit,
fucking
buy
next
silver.
100 years.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Back. Hang on.
Take some
Gotta get
profit and buy silver.
Right. And we've always used that terminology, lick your ice cream. So the reason why I'm so hard on you, Joe Buddy, is because you're hard on Buster last show. Calm the fuck down. Sit the fuck down. Stack your zerps. Shut the fuck
Don't-
up.
Don't make me
I
bring my stick out.
Don't make
had
Papa
to-
bring a stick out.
I had an
Boom.
idea about XRP. I wanted to float past y'all. Like, the banks should be dying for it to happen because they're going to be making a quadrillion dollars on selling these little slices of XRP for transactions, which people are used to paying 10, 20, and high percentages for. So the minute the banks start doing it, I would think their profits on selling transactions is going to go way up. So the banks that are getting in now are super smart because they're getting their XRP super cheap. But even the ones who are going to be buying XRP in triple and quadruple digits are still going to be making profits off of selling those transactions.
Well, here's the thing, Led Zeppelin, right? Amen. And even you're being lighthearted and sweet. You're just talking about banks transactions and then being smart, getting on board ahead of time. It's not about getting on board. the board was created by the same people that made crypto. The whole shebang is all planned out, meaning all of government is going to be interwoven with cryptocurrency, and the banks and the government are all synonymous, in my opinion. But Led Zeppelin, to touch on Joe Buddy earlier, there is no such thing as a bull run. It's only utility. It's literally everything's going to change. It's going to flip upside down, and it'll never be the same.
30 million is real deal.
It's
Believe
real
it
deal.
or not, but it's gonna happen.
$30 per drop, right?
So it's
$30
not.
per drop.
So I don't think, like, back to the whole Jake
30
thing.
million per
I don't
drop.
think Jake's an insider, or even if he is, he doesn't know anything that we don't fucking know. Bears are real. We've been watching the Bears for years. We know this motherfucker's massive, way bigger than anybody imagines. That's why there's only 300 people watching and 6 on screen.
I think
There
it
would
was
be hundreds of thousands watching right now if they knew what we knew. It's
I
not
think it was-
magic. It's not insider. It's just
Hell yeah.
intuition.
Yeah, and I think it was Bags who covered it, who basically showed
Bears
us
are real.
for a
Bears
fact
are real.
that Bitcoin can't go over a certain price. It's literally embedded in the code that it can't go over a certain price, but XRP can. So
There is no ceiling. Fucking Schwartz talked about that too.
yeah,
You can't peg XRP to anything.
anything.
There is no
Yeah.
ceiling.
There's no ceiling.
Well, like you said, the people who planned it all out, why would they want a ceiling? They don't
Yeah.
want a ceiling.
So it's too. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people are just like not really comprehending what's going down. But what's going down, it just makes it connects the digital and physical, and it just makes foreign exchange like a thing of the past. That's how you have your multipolar globalization world. You need this.
That's true.
Quantum,
For an exchange.
quantum proof is no send, cold wallet. You also have to disable the family seed. There's something about it. There's one more step to make
Not
it
my
actual
seed.
quantum. Not my seed. Clear Lake, yeah, that's up by us. That's the Rio, California shit. Clear Lake is ridiculous. It's massive.
Hey
Clear
guys,
Lake's beautiful too.
protect your seed and get a decent wallet. Click the link below.
Do the commercial, nerdy. Do the commercial.
Decent
There you
wallet.
go.
The best wallet for your digital assets. Decent digital sense. Protect your assets. Be smart. You don't need a family office. You don't need insurance. You don't need anybody. All you need is yourself and your private keys. Be smart. Hold your assets in your hand whenever you want. Decent. The best digital wallets to hold your digital assets. Digital sense.
Ooh,
I
wee.
think statistically,
Click
the people who
link
do get a big
below.
bunch of wealth are going to want some help managing it over the generations because most people don't know how to do that. It's not taught. You can't teach it till you get the money. So
Yeah.
I could see that. It was a comment a while back. Sorry, I was referring to Bill Lumberg. He was talking about Jake has wealth management knowledge and he carries himself well. I think that would be the value of what he's offering would be wealth management because it's bigger than a lot of people think. Like it doesn't last 3 generations usually. Usually in 3 generations it's gone.
Hey guys, you are getting a CPA with his services. That is technically true.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying he's not a smart guy. It's
Yeah.
just one of those things where it's a salesman tactic. If you have intelligence and trust in your own self, you can do it without having a custody with fucking Anchorage.
Yeah, it comes down to it boils down to exposure, how exposed you are to it, and how knowledgeable you are on the market.
Yeah.
With the whole thing, with the whole industry.
I don't blame him, but
I mean, it's a
one of
good
those
thing.
things-
I mean, he's taking advantage of it. Shit.
well, it's one of those things where you cross that invisible line between community member, influencer realm, which is little guy. Then you go to big dick, trying to make money corporation, and then everybody turns on you because you want a custody.
But you know what? I have thought of business ideas that's close to Jake's idea,
It's like the firmament. You can't bust past it.
but it's
you
a
wanna,
good idea.
You want to custody the community's assets, you can't get through it. The
And you know what?
firmament's impenetrable.
Yeah,
Good
if
luck.
if Jake has the knowledge and that's his job and that's his profession is, fucking trust the guy. If that's his shit, that's his shit, right?
Right.
If that's his business, that's his business.
But
Trust
what
him.
have we been psyoped our whole entire
But-
life? Trust large
No.
corporations. That can't fail.
But if you like, you trust yourself more than trusting someone else, then that's another thing. But again, it boils down to, are you a person who wants to withdraw large amounts of money at any given moment in time? Or are you a person who understands that what you're holding on to is master collateral for the rest of your future, and you can hold it and stake it and earn percentage yields within your own wallet, cold staking, without worrying about anyone else. And doesn't mean that you're just holding it and you're not earning something on it, but you're just not withdrawing large amount of cash at any moment given in time. But if that's your intention, you can take both routes. You can have some money with Jake, you have some money in your cold storage, you can have some on a decent wallet, you can have some on an Uphold or crypto.com. Like, you have so many different options. It depends on what you feel comfortable with. Where's your risk at?
For sure, I would never give
depends
Caleb and
on
Brown
the person.
all my XRP. I would never give Claver all my XRP. I would definitely always have an ace up the sleeve. I would say that's a smart move no matter what, because you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, don't put all your eggs in one basket 100%, because that's
here's the thing. Once it happened, he's trying to front run everything. Once this fucking happens, the shadows of BlackRock and all its subsidiaries are going to literally overshadow any little guy trying to do this custody thing. BlackRock's going to come in and go, "Hey, you're safe. The entire U.S. government backs all your shit. Come custody with us for 5%. Period." End of story.
But FDIC is
that's the Empire. It's fucking Darth Vader in the Empire.
But FDIC is only 250. Are they going to raise the limits to $1 million?
They would have
It's
to.
250 in Australia too.
How can you guys got FDIC? I don't know what we've got in Australia, but
it's 250 in Australia.
Yeah, it's probably the same.
Yeah, but it's so low.
It would restructure it for big dicks.
Well, that's a globalist bank. That's a globalist bank insurance.
It could be a privatized insurance too. It could be a BlackRock custody fucking special where they cover 5 million or 10 million or 20 million. You know what I mean?
Let's say you have couple trillion in your bank that you're custodying with, and all of a sudden you lose all your shit. You're only gonna get $250,000 back. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, even if it's 5 million, there's still a limit. But that goes back to what Miles just said. He said, "Fucking
comfortable with that."
Well, Miles just said, "Fuck it." Like, I'm not giving all my entire bag to Clavers, fucking Caleb and Brown. Like,
Example, you're going to have a person just to keep track of your bank accounts, just to make sure everything's FDIC insured. You're going to have thousands of banks accounts to put that much money under government insurance.
But this is the same concept right here, like Led Zeppelin. He goes, "Jake has become an oil salesman." It's one of those things where it's that hard line you have to cross, where you're either an OG community member, and it's a very thin, invisible line, and then you go into like making money. And you either do it right and you retain dignity and respect from the community, or you do it wrong and you get fucking browbeat, you get exiled. And Jake's flirting with that line right now.
It's the same as on a blue collar job. If you're working on the line and then you step up to management, it's kind of you become the man.
You're a fucking brown noser now. Yeah.
Well, I think the FDIC, that's a joke. It's a pacifier for everyone. It's a pacifier. It's a joke. It'll go away, I think. I think you're going to have
it already went to zero, bro. Back in like 21.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
Yeah. 21, it went to zero. It's fluctuated. They have limits. It's a scam.
It's just a pacifier to stick in the Americans' mouth and go, "Oh, you're okay. You're okay now."
Yeah, see, we do protect you. We protect you, even though they fucking fractionalize their theft from taxes and everything else from us.
Now, you're going to have to go to something like a Lloyd's of London type thing to for your large money to insure it.
Well, this is what fucking Jeff Dahmer just said. He said, "I asked Jake how he would insure 250K FDIC. He said Lloyd's of London."
He's
already thinking that, but
go to RN's comment.
Oh, go.
And RN said the SIBC and the FDIC do not cover crypto. So it goes back to what Dahmer was saying. Over 250K, but 250K of what? Crypto or cash? It's crypto.
Probably the monetary value of whatever asset.
Yeah, but the insurance is not covering monetary value. The insurance is covering the underlying asset. If the underlying asset is crypto, that's no coverage. If the underlying asset is fiat, it's coverage.
Well, he said Lloyd's of London, so he's already thinking on that. Where Papa naturally went, Jake is already on the right track with that shit. Problem is, Jake's not a BlackRock. Jake's fucking YouTube.
Yeah.
You got billions of fucking XRP in retail's hands, and he's trying to get some of that action, which is fine. not hating on Jake. I'm just saying it's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
So if he does get some clientele, great. I hope he doesn't fuck him up or fuck him. My only thing was custodying, giving him or Anchorage or whoever else custody. That was the whole point behind the whole buyback theory from fucking Jimmy Valley. Remember that? The entire community chopped his dick off because everybody found out that he had to custody. You had to give him your ZRPs in order for this buyback theory to be presented to Congress or whatever. And so that, remember, I don't got it's funny how people forget that.
Well, that's how certain people got their quote unquote stardom, was because they were pushing this buyback theory that was never true at all. It was all complete mumbo jumbo.
Well, they were paid. They were paid by Jimmy Valley and all them. Yeah.
Right. So,
and I think,
and people still trust those influencers.
Was part of it. I don't know if Jake Claver was.
Maybe he was. You know, and this is another. Is it another thing? Who knows? But
you cross that invisible line of monetization.
You don't need it, to be honest.
Yeah, we got Cash App. That's what we got. Thanks, guys.
I mean, do whatever you want, though. It's your money. Do whatever you want.
It is cool to earn money, but not in the way. It's very fucking finicky when you're fucking around on YouTube, because you're fucking with people's emotions, their trust system, who they trust, how they like. We're cartoon characters to you guys in YouTube land watching. We're entertainment to you. Yes, you pay us tips because you're entertained and you feel good, and we appreciate that. When you go to a different level, trying to make massive gains, doing something, that's great, but you kind of have to be cutthroat to be a business owner. Period. What's that?
Do you guys think that the banks and everyone are actually buying XRP now? My thought on it is that if they were buying, they'd be gone. Everything would be gone. I think they're getting the escrow.
Yeah, they're getting, yes, amen. I was just going to say that, Papa. They're already earmarked a portion of the escrow, said chunks, Wall Street, or, what do they call it? State Street, Vanguard, BlackRock. They're all getting big chunks of the escrow. The escrow is what? 49 billion, 50 billion, something like that. 48 billion.
The other half. The NDAs.
Yeah.
The NDAs.
Yes. But whatever's available on retail is not really that much. There's not that much left. But whatever's there, yes, some banks are positioning, maybe smaller banks or smaller divisions of said larger banks. But yeah, I think you're right, Papa.
Because if it was a free for all, we wouldn't have any left now. It'd be gone.
Here's the thing. I believe, right, I agree. But they can't do that because they have to make it seem organic, like they gave us a chance. And they have. Fuck, 4 years of Gary at 50 cents.
Thank you, Gary.
Yeah, there's been plenty of fucking
Thanks, Gary.
So that was their time to give the public, but they also combated that with a fucking FUD campaign larger than life. So the secrecy is in accountability or not. There's no accountability. Well, you had your chance to buy, but all the while the fucking mainstream media is telling you, like no one even understands XRP, much less knows what it is, because the mainstream media keeps it out of everybody's mouth. It's either Ethereum or Bitcoin. Now we're starting to see little glimpses of Ripple, but people don't even associate Ripple with XRP still to this day. Or about the moon. It's all on purpose. So I think you're right, but I also think it's evil as fuck too. See what I'm saying? They have to make it seem organic. That's why everybody's sold on this whole bull run idea, not utility world flip. I believe it's a utility world flip. It's all planned out. They planned it years ago.
And that ties into the whole QFS and the whole Q board and blah, blah, blah. It's all a psyop, right? To basically prepare people for this, whatever they have planned. But at the end of the day, that's what it really comes down to.
So they gear us up, dude. They show us XRP right in plain sight, 50 cents. Gary Gensler, 4 years of fucking nothing. And we had plenty of time to accumulate, but they played us. They knew that they showed it right in front of us. They knew that their fucking propaganda in mainstream media would make us not even realize what's in front of us. That's how masterful these fuckers are. They knew they could throw they could throw it right in front of us and we wouldn't even bite.
And that goes
organic.
And we know and we know what Berserker is saying is 100% fact, because we've seen what they did in September of 2019. they blasted that you had a 99.999% chance of survival, like literally everybody, and then they blasted death toll numbers for 8 months to like a year and a half straight, and then after all that was over, they pardoned Fauci and said, "My bad." Right? So it's like we know that it's all hysteria because they already tried it. It was already trial and error. So let us do the same shit again.
Chevy knows regulation is coming in the next few weeks. Let's go.
So,
Let's fuck
Berserker.
They'll
If-
say, you know what they'll say? A disease X hit something. It affected all cash. Cash is affecting the energy grid. We must get rid of cash. Cash is dirty and it's anti-earth. to be green energy and to be the most efficient, we're gonna use the N-word. We're gonna use nuclear, and we're gonna use nuclear, and everything's gonna go digital, and we're gonna be in this utopia.
What did Trump just sign? 4 nuclear executive orders?
Well, he's about to sign the fucking big beautiful bill. So Lloyd,
But
bro,
wait.
regulations now, bro.
Do you know what that big beautiful bill is?
It's all kinds of shit.
Everything.
It adds another $33 trillion of debt onto whatever we have right now.
Yeah.
Really?
Go gold.
Yep.
No shit.
Black Swan. Let's go,
Yep.
Black Swan.
So
Really?
it's
Wow.
inevitable. That's what I'm saying. But then again, it just pushes the price of gold to go to another half. So I expect 6K, 7K, 9K gold. That's why I keep saying it, because it's gonna happen at this point.
Do the rich, Jeffrey Dahmer, do the rich list math. Everybody knows what the rich list is, right? If you don't know, contact your local conspiracy theorist, XRP Maxi. So the rich list literally is a compilation of what's all the wallets in the world and who holds what. And if you do the math on the wallets, it's more like 15 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Because after the bump from 50 cents to 350 or 340, we then leveled out at what, 250, 240. That took away. It used to be like 28, 30 billion. We're talking about the wallets from 10% or 1% to 10%, not even the point. The points are the institutional guys like Schwartz and fucking Amy Dimon and all those guys. But Jake says 1 to 2 billion. That's a crock of shit. Pull up the rich list, do the math with the calculator, do it now. You'll find out it's more than that. So retail holds about 15 billion.
I had a meme.
And that's a lot.
I
That's
had
a
a really
fuck
good
ton.
meme.
It's a fuck ton. That's why they have to make it seem organic. Sorry, go ahead.
That's a lot considering what it's supposed to do.
And they'll
You know
get it
what
back
they need-
from us.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Zerker.
That's like so once you're holding this shit and it's safe, like
This is my meme. You guys ready
just
for it?
holding it and yield.
Run it, bro.
You ready for the
Awesome.
meme?
Yeah.
Meme it.
Hey, heard you bought XRP at 30 cents. Let's go.
Boom.
Bro, all them bitches would be on us, bro.
That was fire.
When they find out we got Zerps at 30 cents, at 12 cents,
okay.
21 cents, and we're still holding through the FUD that we have right now, and we're chilling at $2, bro.
I've only got one problem though, guys.
I'll hold through all the FUD. I'll keep holding through all the FUD.
My wife has more. My wife has more than I do. More XRP, more XLM, more silver.
Hell
You better be nice to her.
You better be nice to her.
Now it's just a waiting game, right, XR Papa?
So
And
Led
she can
Zeppelin,
cook.
Led Zeppelin goes, Jake was in my Discord 2 years ago getting business. I don't know what that means, but this by no means is the fucking hate on Jake show. This is literally just talking about business and the people going from community to fucking business. When they take that leap, they risk reputation. You got Brad Crimes. Brad Crimes went full retard. He went full retard. Now he's better than all of us.
He went
You know
full
what
lesbian. He went 100% lesbian.
Yep. So, but it's one of those things. If you've been here for long enough, you watch everybody. The greed sets in. They get business ideas. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But when you're a fucking influencer, it's a totally different animal. You're not like you have no business doing business on that kind of cutthroat level as an influencer. I mean, unless you out the gate are a fucking scumbag. That's the difference. I mean, yeah, I sling some fucking 5 XRP Berserker babes to you guys. You guys buy them. Thank you. But it's not like tens of thousands of dollars. You know what I mean? These are
It's
just
still
little
gonna have
fucking-
utility to it. We're still building shit with it. It's gonna
one
have
day,
utility.
man. Yeah, but it's one of those things where I'm an everyday Joe, and that's the reason why everybody watches the show. It's because it's real shit, and they trust us.
Mhm.
They trust our opinions, even if they don't fucking agree with them. I just tell them to fuck themselves. In the comments, go fuck yourself. Because it's simply because I don't agree with you. Period. It has no fucking merit. It doesn't matter. Get your own YouTube channel. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Shit, I'm borrowing fucking Buster's right now. This is Buster's channel. But like, we're doing all this shit. But we're doing it because we fucking need it until we moon. And then when we moon, we can fucking do whatever the fuck we want. Then everybody's a star.
And we're also right too.
We're right as fuck.
I'm right.
We've always been right.
Because we're fucking a genius. We're fucking geniuses. You know that, right? Like we figured this shit out.
I got questions.
When we
for the
moon, we have a
geniuses.
party at Papa's place down on the lake in Belize.
Yeah, I'm to the point where like I'm past explaining shit to people where I understand how everything works to the point where I'm just building shit. And I'm gonna build all this shit, and once everything is automated, and I have like a whole bunch of AI agents working for me, people are gonna be like, "How'd you get so wealthy?" I'll be like, "It wasn't crypto. Crypto helped me. It guided me, but I kept telling everybody that technology was way more fire than the token. No one was listening, and that's what I did." It's gonna happen because a lot of people I see a lot of people on X that are just like, "Oh, when price," but it's like, you don't even know. Go ahead.
I was ambitious once too, nerdy. Now I just want to kick back and relax.
Please, bro. Please.
I'm taking all the shit I learned from multi-level marketing when I was doing my bottoming company, because I did learn a lot of stuff from there, and I'm taking the plan that I did from there and I'm applying it with crypto, and then I'm just literally just building the shit myself, because that's what it really comes down to, right? You just build it yourself. In Indian culture, there's like this thing going on right now where like everyone wants to be a tech founder and everybody wants to sell their business. And like, if some dude in his room can make an AI chatbot and sell it to Microsoft for $3 billion, why the fuck can I? Right? Like, if you know how blockchain works and you can build something and you can just license it or get royalties on it or sell it to someone for billions of dollars because someone doesn't want to build it themselves but they like the way you built, why would you not do that? You get what I'm saying? So that's my strategy, personal strategy of, I really don't need to sell crypto because I'm using the technology to build shit where it's going to make me enough money where I won't even need to sell it. I'll just keep buying it. I'll just become a larger holder over time rather than holding less over time. I'll just hold more over time.
Yeah, here's the fucked up thing. Sorry, here's the fucked up thing. Jeffrey Dahmer, he goes, they'll get $7 billion back at $10. Amen. Because from 50 cents to 350, they got 15 billion back. It'll just get less and less and less. So it'll be fucked.
Okay, but hey, you'll get less. But what also gets less? What gets less is the entry to owning a node, the entry to running your own, getting massive rewards, right? Because because they have thresholds. For example, Flare is 50,000. They're gonna have thresholds of how much you need to stake to earn rewards upon. If you're not meeting those levels, then you're basically gonna miss out on a lot of gains. You get what I'm saying? And that's gonna be capped for a certain amount of people, because only a certain amount of people hold that much funds, while everyone else is worried about selling.
Bro, I'm going to fucking jump on that slippery slope. Bradley B comes up with a genius idea. When we moon, we need to start a chain of coffee time coffees. I need investments now, guys. Go ahead and invest in that now. Give it to me. It'll be stored with Anchorage, and we'll go ahead and use Lloyd's of London to make sure that you're safe for coffee time cafes. Let's go.
Yeah, that's nice.
We're gonna
that shit's real.
Yeah, and we're gonna give the evaluation of the company based off its future value, not of the value today. And then we're gonna sell you stock based off of it. So go buy some shares.
Yeah. Well, the shares
you can put one here on the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
Perfect. Coffee time.
It's definitely not a scam though.
Nothing beats gives between me and my XRP.
We're not hating him. We're just saying.
I think we're
The
done,
guy
bro.
who-
Are we done? Fuck yeah.
We've been done. We're like 49 minutes over.
Yeah, we're
Before we
done.
get
We're like 2 hours. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
The thing about Zebec, it wasn't the API. Is do you get paid in Zebec as a reward?
Call Tyrone
I don't
wants to
know.
buy
I
it.
don't know. I don't know. I'm not staking Zebec yet.
Yeah, that's that. Oh, stop it.
No, I think the rewards was paid in Zebec. So yeah, to answer your question, I think it's yes. Pretty sure it's yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheers, because that'd be good. You know, just more build. Let it just build and build and build.
Call Tyrone wants to buy an idea. The answer is no.
I want to
The
buy
answer
an
is
idea.
absolutely not. You want to know why?
100
Because the ideas that I have, I know how good they are, and they're like billions and billions of dollars worth of ideas, like even trillions of dollars. My ideas, and I'm not sharing it with nobody. I'm not hiring nobody. I'm not trusting nobody. Nothing. I'll work with you. I'll collab with you on some other shit, but on my own shit, hell no.
That's the thing, Jeff.
Solo enterprise.
Yeah, that's what I'm
100%
saying.
solo enterprise.
That's what I'm saying. So check it out. Seriously,
Yeah.
what Jeff Dahmer's saying too, just like you. Seriously, why not open a boardroom family office? There would be lots of clients from the peeps here. Fuck that.
Fuck that.
I don't want to fucking deal with the stress
Fuck
of
that.
trying to have a business. Like
Fuck
the whole
that.
point of this is not to fucking work ever again.
Yeah.
And if you work for your own shit. That's it.
Yeah.
And everybody else does their own shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll collab.
Well,
I'll throw a couple 100,000 on fucking Dalian's idea because I love him.
Yeah, and the whole
I'm gonna
point,
work on my
Period.
can
It's because I
and
love
start.
you, and that's
The
it.
whole-
I don't give a
yeah.
fuck.
and you're getting all the money to have less responsibility, not more responsibility. Stupid.
Yeah, it's the level of stress you want to deal with. Yeah, they're great, exciting ideas, but once we're fucking loaded, I'm not lifting fingers. I'm not doing shit. Fuck
See,
meetings, fuck phone calls, fuck luncheons, fuck alarm clocks, fuck you. Seriously,
And I agree.
forever.
I agree.
Forever.
But like different people are different. Like I totally agree. And I'm taking that approach with my business stuff where it's like I'm gonna set up something where everything's automated, and then once it's all set up, I'm never touching it again because it's all gonna be
never
automated.
touch it.
I never have to deal with it again. And then I'll be in the position of fuck you money. I'm living my best life. Leave me alone. I'll do whatever the hell I
Berserker
want.
and I are just going to practice stick fighting all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's
And
the thing. I don't even
and
want
I'll-
to wake up. I didn't want to wake up at a specific time to be at your house on time to where I can.
Yeah.
I don't even want to care about that. Maybe the stick fighting will commence. Maybe if we're in the same room together
Bro,
someday.
I wanna
Maybe it'll have to be a magical thing. You
Yeah.
know?
The whole point.
Other than
of
that,
all-
fuck it. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole point of all of this is to be able to hop in a helicopter, not worry about nothing, fly over to Zerk's ranch, fly over to Papa's mountain.
Whenever the fuck you
fly
want.
over to my
I might be naked in my bed eating breakfast sausage.
I might be
I don't
flying
give a
to you
fuck.
in
I'm
my
eating
robe.
eggs, watching Netflix.
Exciting.
I could-
Come on
I could
in,
be
motherfucker.
bro, I could be
Yeah.
in my boxers, wearing my slip-ons, in my robe, flying to your
Bro,
house.
in a heli. Come down to the heli,
In the
land
heli.
that bitch. I'll
Yeah.
probably hear the heli and go, damn, I think that's nerdy.
That's exactly what bro.
Yeah.
If you don't want to live a life like that, what's
Yeah.
the point of living?
And then I come out, dude, we're chilling. You're in my fridge. I'm like, here, hand me those fucking
Yeah.
watermelon slices. Like I'll
Let's go
sit there
chill.
and eat some
Yeah.
cubed melon while you're fucking drinking a beer or something. Like, who gives a fuck?
Let's go
You know what
on
I mean?
the river and take the river all the way to the bay, maybe into the ocean.
But
on
it
the
would
100
be
on the 100
right.
on the 100
Right.
foot yacht. Let's fucking go.
But it would be a spontaneous thing. Let's go right now.
Let's go right now. Like I want to do
Right now.
spontaneous ass shit. I don't want to be like, oh, I'm stuck. No, I want to be able to just do shit whenever the fuck I want, however I want.
I'm already
whenever I want.
already ahead of the game. I'm already ahead of the game, guys. I'll be naked on the deck tonight as soon as we're done out there in the hot tub.
Hey.
Papa, if you want to come in my copter, just wear a robe and we'll both go naked to Zerk's house. Let's fucking go.
Bro, Big Lebowski.
I have no
Big Lebowski.
Down.
Hey, I've got a beverage here, man. Hey, I've got a beverage. The fuck away from me. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm chilling. I'm big chilling. I'm
I'm big ass chilling, dude. for
hanging
the
out
rest
with you
of my life.
guys. We're just hanging. We're all hanging out. This little.
But here's the thing, though. These motherfuckers that are listening, that I love you guys too. Appreciate you listening. But these motherfuckers that are so fucking jammed up about business and being articulate and financially savvy and all your ducks in a row and T's crossed, I's dotted. We're going to be big chilling after all that's figured out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like we're going to be willy-nilly. So, like, think about it. Use your common sense. We're not going to fuck off our money being big chilling. That's the psyop that the TV told you, that you're going to be you're going to not be rich. You're going to be broke in 3 years because you fucked it off. No, it only costs $20 for a fucking robe at fucking Walmart. The helicopter's going to be probably a couple $100,000 or half a mil.
Not even, bro. Not even. You can get a copter for cheap, 30, 40,000.
That's what I'm saying. It'll be, but these will be like fucking concerted efforts and calculated expenses. But like, you bet your ass I'm gonna have a wad of hundreds in my robe pocket, ready to fucking throw at whatever fucking wherever we go for lunch. I might be throwing some ducats at some motherfuckers.
Where we going? There's no.
I want to eat good.
Where we're going, there's no fiat. Where we're going, there's only gold and silver. We're gonna be holding bags of gold and
like
silver.
Pirates.
If I'm gonna tip you, if I'm gonna tip you, I'm gonna tap my phone and I'm gonna tip you with my tap of my phone. But if I want to,
well, you're buying lunch then.
But if I'm gonna give you a real tip, I'll sling you over a quarter, or I'll sling you over like an ounce of silver. You know what I mean? I'll get one of these bad boys and I'll just bam, there you go. Have a nice day.
Fling it to him with the bing.
Yeah.
With the bing zing.
Yeah, I'm trying to be on that level. Like, we're not rich ducks for no reason. We're gonna be legit,
fucking
real
bam.
rich ducks for sure.
But yeah, the spontaneous shit that happens after we're all figured out. There's got to be an end to the fucking madness. The end of the madness is after you set up all your shit. It's on autopilot. That's what matters.
100%.
You hear that? That's an ounce of silver in my water.
See what I'm saying?
Damn. Look at this colloidal grandpa. You
this
motherfucker.
Colloidal grandpa. 4 9s. I got
he's gonna turn blue soon.
I got a whole stack of 4 9s. I love 4 9s. If 4 9s anything, it's fucking beautiful.
Coffee Time Group LLC. Shut the fuck up, Lizard King. Everybody's like business minded, hustle minded. Like, get out, remove yourself from the rat race. Make money while you sleep, but do it through staking or fucking earning interest or something or whatever, or investments, like long term investments. You can make a fucking fuck ton of money. You don't have to hustle some company. You don't have to fucking whip up some crazy idea. You just make money while you sleep through interest.
You know what I learned during my MLM, a multi-level marketing thing that I heard this guy talk. He was actually pretty brilliant, and I actually took this to heart, and I'll forever take him. So shout out to Mr. Den if you're listening. Shout out to you, bro. 90% was it 90% planning, 10% work. So have you take your time to find out what the hell you're doing, and then take 10% of that work to actually put work into actually implement it. With that being said, there was another one where I think it was Jim Rohn or someone else said that you need 7 points of income, residual income. So 7 points of residual income to become a millionaire consecutively, like not just make $1 million, but to be actual millionaire. So with that being said, if you can use this, I mean, this is what I did. I'm just giving you an idea. If you can figure out how to use this technology and make 7 different applications or 7 different ways how to make money out of crypto and just have that as a residual income base, well, he did the same shit, right? Just in a different manner.
Fucking Chevy's down. Look at this motherfucker. I'll bring some shrooms and we can get spontaneously lost together.
We can do that. I'm down.
You know what I like? A goddamn small block Chevy. A small block Chevy. Small block Chevy.
But like, look, okay. Think about this. Imagine if you're a node operator for 7 different networks and you're catching rewards for 7 different operators. And you're just collecting. That's 7 different points of residual income. So the meaning of residual income doesn't mean that you're running a business. It just means that you're getting money 7 different ways consistently, based off of something. But you have a way to do that now. So you could either take advantage of it or not, but not a lot of people are really thinking about the whole environment like that. Like, there's so much opportunity within it, within the space itself. 1, within the technology, 2, within how everything works, and then 3, for the fact that everything's a ledger and there's actual value within everything. There's pockets of how to take advantage of it, but you have to step back and actually understand how all this shit works. But once you do, you could finesse that shit real good.
Bro, Bill knows, dude. If I had $1 million, I'd sit on my ass all day. I would do nothing. Amen. And that's the thing. Even if you got a fucking inkling and you had some energy to go do something, it don't take that much money to fucking have fun. You just got to be able to afford lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go nuts. Like, if you're if you got enough money, like, go fuck around a little bit, you go to Costco, buy a go-kart, Buy a fucking mini bike. Buy a bunch of mini bikes. Give them to your buddies, and fucking just make sure you got enough for lunch. And you do that every day for the rest of your life. It can't be that much money.
You know what's hella fun? If you guys don't watch Cletus, I watch Cletus. Shout out to Cletus McFarland.
That motherfucker's hella funny.
Yeah, Cletus, if you're watching, I fucking love you, brother. Anyways, Cletus has a whole bunch of Crown Vics, and he bought a racetrack, and he just gets a whole bunch of Crown Vics, and him and his buddies just race around the racetrack in their Crown Vics. And
Make
if
a
it
day
gets
of it, bro.
smashed, does that not sound hella fun? Just imagine if all of us, imagine if we went to Dr.
Bro,
Help.
you only got to buy the Crown Vics.
And
we only got to buy the Crown Vics once, and those are only like $1,500 a pop.
We all bought like we all bought a group of youths. We bought a whole bunch of youths. We found a fucking desert, a racetrack desert, and we just fucked around all day. Or no matter who cares what happens to them, but we just had fun. How is that not living life? That sounds like a blast. That sounds like
it's not about doing nothing. It's about doing everything you want to do.
Everything you want, whenever you want to do it.
Whenever you want to do it. Yeah. If you want to do nothing, then great. Fuck, I want to be able to like forget where my phone is in my house, and not give a fuck about it for 3 days straight, and then find it and go, oh shit, I missed a bunch of calls, and then get busy and go do something. But like, I want to be able to just fucking do whatever the fuck I want forever.
Yeah.
Bro, shout out to Whistling Diesel. Bro, I love how Whistling Diesel literally just like does whatever the fuck he wants, and he'll take a Ferrari or whatever and just fuck it up, do whatever the hell he wants to it.
Is that homeboy that recovers all the shit?
Yeah, but the man is living his best life. How can he not just enjoy watching the content? Because it's just someone living someone just is pure joy, just pure happy, doing whatever the hell bro. That's so beautiful to me. It's just like props to you, brother, living your best life. Like, that's tight. Like,
that's just tight as fuck.
That's tight. That's how.
But here's the thing: people are like, "Oh, I'll get bored with that. You only do that so much." No, motherfucker, I can do that literally the rest of my life.
There's
just
no way.
Fuck off all day. Fuck off. Like,
yeah. You're either
I ain't
forever.
got I ain't got that many days left anyway, so I'm gonna enjoy every one of them.
Yeah. You know, let's say I get into something else. Let's say I want to build like a fucking tree house or something. Yeah, that'll be the project, but that shit'll take up like a month of me getting materials, and I have to go back to Home Depot, and shit, we forgot the cement. Let's go get it. Like, dude, it literally take a whole month to figure out a tree house, and then once it's done, on to the next. Who gives a fuck?
But you know what? Like, even at that, like, you're forever going to be the rich fun parent, the rich fun uncle, the rich fun brother, the rich fun grandparent, or the grandson, or whatever. Like, you're gonna be the rich fun person, and everyone's gonna want to hang out with you. That's fucking dope. Imagine spending money on your family just because everyone just fucking wants to have fun, and you just have like this grand fucking event. One of my goals is to have a massive ass fireworks show for 4th of July. Like, the main, like, I'm talking like the big old rockets, right? Like some massive show for like an hour or 2 hours straight. Probably cost me like couple $100,000, maybe $1 million to do so, something like that. But just imagine sitting around with your family, everyone's face is lit up, magical as fuck, priceless. Money can't replace that shit, but it needed money to do it. But moments like that are fucking priceless. You know what I mean? I don't know.
And if we think this is going where it's going to go, like, let's say, okay, let's hypothesize somebody with a fucking $10,000 or 10,000 XRP bag.
Yeah.
At a fucking $1,000, you got $100 million.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
Yep.
Or no, is it 100 million or is it 10 million?
10 million. 10 million.
So it's 10 million. So let's say it goes to 2,000. Let's say you got 20 mil. Like, do the math. $20,000 or 20,000 XRP bag, and fucking ZRPs go to $2,000. It's fucking massive, dude. It's literally like that's the 100 million right there. But like,
that's almost enough money to pay some police to arrest some politicians.
Right. Right. You that's like where you could buy a small town. Like the entire fucking town.
Yeah, but honestly, are you?
But it's one of those things where, like, dude, you could fuck off the rest of your life and not even put a dent in that money, especially if the majority of it is reinvested into proper shit, i.e., the LLC, the trust, the fucking family office, and all that. Like, you will figure that shit out.
Well,
sorry, go ahead.
Okay, well, you fall in line. You start to fall in line of what, like, again, what Trump said, right? It's like, you know, the system is dirty because you use it. So you're going to come into the point of abundance, to the point where you're going to use the system because it is what it is. So at that point, you're not really going to hunt down nobody or use do any of that stuff. It's gonna, and that's
It'd be nice to see some justice.
It'd be nice, but like realistically, the system works and it works beautifully. There's nothing wrong with it. It's people who are the problem. It's not the system, right? It's
Right.
There's shitty people in the world, and there forever will always be shitty people in the world, no matter what you have. But the system works perfectly fine, exactly how it's supposed to.
Here's your fucking abacus, you fuck, you cock fuck, Ellie, you son of a. I'm just kidding. Here's your abacus. 20,000 times 2,000.
40,
So somebody with
40
a fucking
million.
40 million. So somebody with 20,000 ZERPs, if ZERPs go to $2,000 a coin, you have $40 million. You mean to tell me you can't fuck off for the rest of your life like a fucking teenager after you figured out your LLCs and your percentages and your interest earning whatever the fuck? You mean to tell me you can't fuck off for the rest of your life and give yourself a fucking daily fucking spending daily allowance, essentially? You mean to tell me you can't do that for the rest of your life and not put a dent in that? Like, you're meaning, or you will put a big dent. You won't. You set it up, you're earning interest on that money. Dude, you're fucking getting paid 10 grand a day in interest. Fucking a day. Every night you go to sleep, you wake up, it's gonna be hard as fuck to spend that much money every day.
Yeah,
The initial investments in the Crown Vics, the mini bikes, the boats, the jet skis, the fucking all the shit for your buddies, get all the racetracks. The initial investment is going to be there, but then after a while, you'll accrue real world assets, which are the racetracks and all these things, and it won't be shit. You won't be spending that much money every day. It'll be just for like Costco meat to have a fucking barbecue while you fuck around on the Crown Vic track and the mini bike track.
Yeah, at the end of the day, like the first year or two, you're gonna splurge, do whatever you can get, you're gonna get out of your system. But eventually, you're just gonna go back to the who you are right now. Because of who you are right now, you're happy the way you are right now. You're just fucking broke.
Yeah,
like your life's fine. There's nothing wrong with
keeping
your
up
life.
with the Joneses. You create the Joneses.
Yeah,
you are the Jones.
All you do is just have no more worries. You just keep living the way you're living right now, just with no worries, and that's exactly what everybody wants.
Bro, I'm Gucci as fuck with some ground hamburger, some gravy, some fucking mashed potatoes, a fucking salad with blue cheese dressing, blue cheese dressing. I'm good with that. Every night. I don't give a fuck.
I'll go rent an apartment. I don't even need a house. I'll go rent an apartment with a garage or some shit and just live like that for the rest of my life as a quadrillionaire. No one's gonna know.
Fucking grillionaire, bro.
Like, no one needs to care.
I'm still going to hike the mountain. I'm just going to do it in a little better boots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's the thing, though, Papa, is like if you're a gajillionaire and you're just renting, you literally don't have no responsibilities because you can dip out whenever you want. I think that's the way to live, is to just be able to be free, not have any kind of contingencies. That to me is freedom. That's the ultimate freedom, right?
Bro, it's gonna be amazing. Like, you could buy a fucking or rent, I would say, or whatever, lease. Let's say a fucking tour bus, and you drive to wherever the fuck you want to go. And you just leave it there and fly home. Like, it's gonna be that kind of conveniences. You can go do shit, forget about shit, have somebody go pick it up and figure it out later. Like, you're gonna be able to have those services that don't fucking matter. Nothing matters. You know what I mean?
You know what really comes down to it is like if you had a whole life like rough growing up and you realize that your whole life was rough only because you didn't have any money, but now you have all the money in the world, you're still gonna live your life the way you lived your life. You're just not gonna give a fuck because you're rich. Doesn't change you, because all the lessons you had to learn as a person, you learned them, but it doesn't mean you're gonna go and act a fool. The people who act a fool with money lose it right away.
As long as you don't get like the guys over like in Abu Dhabi and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, they're getting ignorant rich where they drive a car and leave it somewhere not on the side of the road.
Well, right. To your point, Papa, and to yours, Nerdy, it depends on what your definition of act a fool means. Is acting a fool? Does that mean I get the better hot dogs from Costco, like the ones they serve at the fucking the $1.50 ones, or do I get the bar-ass garbage made out of baby hogs' lips, assholes, and baby meat? Like, you get what I'm saying? Do I get the Nathan's hot dogs, or it's not gonna be that much? Acting a fool to me, I lightweight feel guilty about getting the fucking quality shit.
Why?
Like, I just do. That's how I was born and raised.
I wouldn't, honestly. If you were to,
no, what I'm saying is that my act of fool isn't buying Ferraris than leaving them rot on the
It's
side
getting
of the
all the
road.
good food.
But I could get, if we were grillionaires, I could get a fucking tour bus and leave it somewhere. I'm not saying I'm going to leave it abandoned and not take care of my responsibility. I'll just have homeboy, one of my assistants or whatever, go get the motherfucker and drive it back home, because I don't want to drive it back home. I want to fly back home. Like, that's the kind of freedom it'll give me. But that's acting a fool. But that tour bus ain't going to be brand new. I'll buy it used from P. Diddy. Oh, no. I'll have to bleach it. I can't do that. Yeah. You get what I'm saying, though? That freedom.
Get some bad juju in them.
Yeah, it's gonna be full of baby oil.
But yeah, but no, it's. I think it's really easy. I'm really ready to be rich. I'm not scared at all about losing it or anything. I think that I've got enough friends and people to commiserate with to where I can figure it out to where I don't fuck it all up.
And
That's that Hollywood TV psyop fear of getting poor in the first 3 years isn't there. Not with me.
And that kind of ties into Bluminati, Ooga Booga, the Genosis, and all that. Is basically, it's like, even though we're going to be blessed with money, we're so Sigma, we so just want to just, like, we have no materialistic attachments, to the point where when the wealth comes in, the wealth is freedom, because it gives us power over our time. A perspective that a lot of people are not really considering is to have power over your
That's good.
Yeah, to do whatever, not just to do whatever you want, but to know that your time is yours, right? Like, you can sleep however you want, you can do whatever you want, you can, if you're gonna make whoever you want happy, you can make whoever you want mad or sad, or like, that's power and abundance of freedom, right? And that's true freedom. And I think that's something that a lot of people don't want. They want the materialistic. They want to be flashy, but it's because everyone wants to pump up their ego. But the wealth is not in pumping up your ego. The wealth is understanding that you're free. Different people, different perspectives.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, bro. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Plumbing, he goes, you're not buying anything anymore. You should have a staff buying that for you and picking out what you think you would like. Yeah, amen, dude. That would save more time. Fuck shopping. Yeah. Also, Lizard King, he goes, we're all going to get fat and lazy. I don't think so. I think we're going to go through phases. Yeah, in the beginning, we'll eat fucking all the Wagyu and we'll get that fat lazy in the beginning, but then we'll start getting disciplined because we'll be tired of the slovenly Greek fucking orgy fucking. We'll get tired of that. And it'll just clean your act up.
And we'll just be, and all of us will just be fit. We'll just be super buff and super in shape.
Yeah, you'll get tired of being a fat, lazy slob.
Yeah, eating the best vitamins, getting the best food, getting the best nutrients, like
There
not
you go.
being depleted of anything. Like, we're gonna be basically superhuman at one time.
And when you build your house, make sure you build not a fitness room, but a health room. Put in frequency machines, red light machines, because your health is the most important one. Trust me, this is an old man. Your health is your most important. All that money is great, but if you ain't healthy, it don't mean shit.
Exactly. So this is a different kind of wealth. This is a wealth where we're more focused on wellness rather than materialistic bullshit that don't mean jack shit to anybody.
Bro, I can't wait to eat everything off my own land.
Yeah.
Everything.
Me too. I'm with you on that. For sure.
I'll make my own potato chips and beef tallow.
That's great.
Like, I don't give a fuck. I'll have snacks, but they'll be homemade.
We gotta take back primal, bro. We gotta take back our primalness. We can't let our primalness just fucking die. Like a bunch of bitches with their phone, just
fucking bitches,
just shriveling up our balls and just fucking dying like little fucking off a phone.
I just planted the
phone that killed us.
Need the machine that gets the microplastics out of the balls.
All that.
Well, here's the thing, though. RN, it's not one or the other, bro. Wellness and longevity. Fuck getting a Porsche. No, get the Porsche too. Who gives a fuck? But just don't, that's where,
don't get emotionally attached to it. It's not everything you need in life.
But I think RN's been around long enough to where it don't matter, bro. Everybody's going to get set up. I mean, you motherfuckers don't realize that it's like that movie Inception. You've like the guy talks about guarding is subconscious. It's weaponized. It's like the subconscious is weaponized by watching the show and by living through it in your mind and being rich in your mind time and time and time and time again for years now. So we're like fucking, we're well prepared for this.
And that's true.
We may not know every little aspect of it, but some shit's going to blindside us.
Yeah.
Sure.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But we won't fuck off everything. That's what I'm getting to.
Yeah. And what you're touching upon is true wealth, where you just don't have materialistic stuff or financial freedom, but your mind is clear, your heart is clear, your soul is clear. You're not worried about nothing. There's no baggage. You feel like you can breathe. You feel so light. There's nothing holding you down. That's to be 100% free and rid of any kind of contingencies at all whatsoever. Like, there's nothing holding me back. There's nothing holding me down. I'm not living up to anyone's expectations. I literally just don't give a fuck. I'm just here to live my life. That is fucking primal as fuck. That's Sigma as fuck.
Sigma, bro.
Fuck.
I'm already there, Nerdy.
Nobody
I'm
touched
already
me on
there.
that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Just so you know,
you're
Nerdy's the
glowing.
ambassador. Nerdy's ambassador in Vegas coming up, guys. So
Yeah,
look
I'll
out
be-
for Nerdy in Vegas if you're going.
Look, yeah. That's
Plum-
bro. That's when your energy that takes back. Shout out to Buster, because we're always gonna go back to Buster's diagram. If I can find it, because I can't really find anything right now. It's fucking not on this one. But it takes us to the chart diagram of your energy waves. When you're fucking resonating and you're vibrating so high because you're just Sigma as fuck and you're primal as fuck, you don't care about nothing. You're bright, you're beaming, and all of a sudden everybody's attracted to you because they all want to know, why is he so happy? Why is he sounding so bright? But it's your energy, it's your inside. It's how you're a big ass speaker, your radio that's just vibrating and just resonance is coming off you like a bell. That's where you want to be. That is just
Real talk, Lloyd. Real talk. I never grew, so I don't know how to grow. But Nerdy does.
Oh, it's not hard at all.
There's a way to get there, and the very first step.
Well, I just tell you. First, you get the seed, and then you get a damp paper towel. You put the seed in the damp paper towel, germification. Wait for the stem to come up. You take the stem, you put it in the pot in the soil, and just fucking let it grow. You have to take care of it and shit. You have to put nutrients and shit, but pretty much that's how you get it started. You know, fucking do its own thing. It's not hard.
It'll grow like a weed.
Yeah, it's just a fucking weed. It'll grow by itself. Just give it some water and some light, it'll be happy, and some nutrients. Yeah. No different than a daisy. Same shit.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's the difference between imagining or believing and doubting. And the doubt comes from fear because our entire lives we've been held down. But plumbing, he's not wrong, bro. I'll be having a $76,000 I'm assuming he means $76,000 XRP Army party in Morocco within the next 2 years. If this goes properly, and it will. It fucking will. So at $2,000, if you got 20,000 ZERPs, at $2,000, you got $40 million. Can you imagine $76,000 per XRP?
Could you imagine?
Look at Bitcoin. It's fucking 110. They're all going to moon.
Yeah. Could you imagine having so much money where you can just mind your own fucking business and not worry about anyone's bullshit for the rest of your life?
That's why we're so small in numbers. We're still the pink dot. In fact, the rich list went down. You guys read that?
You know how peaceful that sounds? To just not care, worry about any shit at all.
Yeah. We're the pink dot. There's only fucking shit in the world. Maybe three. Well, how many million? 2 million XRP holders.
Imagine someone saying something really stupid to you that always used to get under your skin because of your position in life, and now you can just get up and walk away with a smirk on your face. How is that not empowering as hell, man? That's tight. That's what you want, bro.
It's about to go down.
You don't have to say nothing. There's no more responses because you know how to protect your energy at this point in time. You come to the level of like you're basically a saint. You don't give anyone your energy. You don't even fancy it. You know where you are in life. Everything up for you is going good. You basically have this protection bubble, this shield around you where you're just chilling. There's nothing that can. Yeah, you're just locked in.
Already there, Nerdy. I just need the money.
Beautiful. That's beautiful right there. No one's messing with you. Peaceful.
They've stolen our time by keeping us debt slaves. They've stolen our time. We need our time back. Or what we have left, we should be able to utilize it. All of it.
No, Zerk, I want you to watch a 8-season, 6-episode each Netflix series. I want you to binge it all and have a
But nerdy, I gotta stop by Taco Bell first.
If you don't stop by Taco Bell and get some soda and get some ice cream and have a conversation while you binge eat and binge watch your show, that means absolutely nothing, has no good for your life. And then we can talk about it and bitch about it and then be critiques and then wait for the next one. Then we can do that. That sounds fun.
What a clown world. Gentlemen,
Taco Bell.
I'm glad we got this. We got this subscription service. We are so much richer than everyone else.
Oh, and it comes with ads.
Fuck yeah.
Even though you pay for it.
Stupidest fucking thing ever.
All 378 watching. We love you guys. This is XRP Boardroom. We're at 2 hours, 20 minutes, and 22 seconds. 2. We love you. Keep your heads on straight. Have fun. Have a great evening. And enjoy this regulation coming out. God knows when T-Dog will sign the big, beautiful bill or whatever the fuck. So I think it's about to pop off. Keep your heads up.
And hold on, real quick.
Go ahead.
I'm almost fucking up because I didn't pull it up right away, but I'm pulling it up right now and I got it right now.
Very nerdy. My hot tub's waiting.
Okay.
The hot tub's waiting. He's waiting to get naked in the hot tub.
Shout out to Uba Buddha. Shout out to Bear. Shout out to Sigma. Shout out to motherfucking Bluminati, because we'll be out there. We'll be in Vegas. Hit us up. Later, glitches.
Later. We love you.
Love you.
Laters.
Love you guys.
And I think all of you guys are also chosen too. We're all here every week like clockwork. We know what's coming more so than anybody else knows. Like there's certain people that can lightweight see the lawsuit stuff coming. They're like, oh yeah, it's gonna pop big. Well, the term pop, in my opinion, isn't even close to what's about to happen. We ain't looking back. We ain't going back to what Wild West market we're looking at now. We're never going back. And so when you got this fever and like I firmly believe that we're all supposed to have a chunk of ZERPs and I think later, what do we do with the ZERPs? What do we do with those ZERPs? Zerker? What do we do with the XRP once we're rich? Like, you'll get the download. If you got the download now, you'll get the download later. When we pop massive, you'll know. You know what I mean? Diamond hands shit. You could buy 30,000 jet skis with the amount of money that we're looking at coming out and still have tons of money to do God's work. Like, you're going to be rich. You're going to be able to, afford it. You're going to have a great life. You're going to all this stuff, but you're also going to be tasked with helping and doing things. And, I think that, I personally think that. This is my opinion. So, Berserker, you're crazy. Fuck. Shut up. We're all crazy. Let's go. Let's run it.
No, this is perfect because we don't want to be too bright. I don't have much. Ooh wee. There's not